Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip really has it all. You'll find steel products, GE kitchen appliances, kitchen decor, houseware, clothing, bugs and muck boots, and Milwaukee tools too. And you can get just the right color palette with Valspar paint. Take a look at the Ashley furniture they have and test out the Amazing Rest mattresses. They also offer appliance repair and delivery. See all that they have to offer at Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip.
When you visit a corporate pharmacy, you sometimes feel like a number waiting in line. At Dakota Country Pharmacy, we take pride in knowing our customers and take pride in the communities we serve. A difference you experience when walking through our doors. Doors that opened over 100 years ago, serving rural South Dakotans the best care possible. We exist to improve the quality of your life.
Phillip Building Center is your local full-service lumber yard, building materials, and hardware store ready to aid in all of your project needs. They offer steel buildings and custom sheds and encourage you to stop in for a quote or to learn more about their blow-in insulation trailer rentals, screen repairs, custom glass cutting, DeWalt and Stanley tools, PPG paints, stock tanks, electric fencing material, and plumbing supplies. They wish all area schools a successful and healthy sports season.
You often hear that there's no such thing as customer loyalty, that long-term partnerships don't exist, but we're living proof that it does. With some relationships spanning over 3 generations, and new ones on the horizon. First National Bank in Phillip, your partners in banking, member FDIC.
Phillip Pit Stop is a local family-owned C-store for fuel and snacks. Located 1 block from the school, Phillip Pit Stop is open until 10 p.m. Buses are welcome. Warm up with coffee, cappuccino, or hot cocoa. Enjoy $1 fountain drinks or coffee if you bring your own cup, or free with a 10-gallon fuel fill. There's easy walk-through to Subway for hot sandwiches, wraps, soups, and made fresh daily cookies. They look forward to serving you at Phillip Pit Stop and Subway.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve with home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
In Phillip, talk to State Farm agent Jan Hewitt.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Dreaming of a perfectly manicured property? Or maybe just making those weekend chores a whole lot easier? Grossenberg Implement has the answer. Right now you can get special low-rate financing on powerful and versatile John Deere compact utility tractors. Large or small, we've got them all. And they do it all too. From mowing to tilling to landscaping and hauling. Visit your local or go to grossenberg.com for low-rate financing on compact tractors.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
In today's economy, every dollar counts. To be certain you have the right insurance coverage at the right price, Bank West agents work with multiple companies to compare options on your behalf. Your Bank West agent can help you avoid paying too much while assuring you have adequate coverage for those times when you need it most. Contact your local Bank West agent for a free policy review. Insurance products are not deposits, are not FDIC insured, and may lose value.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing, in that magic moment, how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Crew Agency has been proudly serving and protecting the local farmer and rancher since 1984. They offer all your crop insurance needs, including multi-peril crop insurance, pasture, rangeland, and forage, livestock risk protection, and crop hail. Crew Agency is a proud supporter of our local schools, athletics, and communities, and would like to wish all the student athletes good luck in their events this week. Give them a call at 605-433-5411. Crew Agency is an equal opportunity provider.
Phillip Motors, always willing to serve you with a winning combination of small-town friendly sales and service. And the latest vehicle and trucks from Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, and Chrysler. Your friends and neighbors across the West River Territory have come to depend on Phillip Motors, family-owned for over 40 years, offering a relaxing, down-to-earth, comfortable car shopping experience. Search online at phillipmotors.com or stop by and see their new and used inventory. Phillip Motors proudly supports Philip Scotties activities.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
The Retro in Phillip is a proud supporter of the Phillip Scotties, offering fresh, homemade pizza and pitas made to order, with basic pizzas including specialty pizzas like taco, chicken garlic, bacon mac and cheese, breakfast and fruit. Plus they have gluten-free options with 16 different pitas to choose from, plus sandwiches, fried food, appetizers, soups and salads, and novelty and hard ice cream. Dine in or carry out from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. That's the Retro in Phillip.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
4E Foods, your locally owned, full-service grocery store in Phillips, South Dakota. We have everything you need, including roasted chicken and a full deli with homemade soups and salads. Choose from our nice selection of fresh-cut steaks and meats, plus a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, and so much more. We are open 7 days a week and are conveniently located at 101 East Pine Street. Feel free to give us a call at 605-859-2727. 4E Foods, proud supporters of the Phillips Scotties.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Nothing like kitchen conversation. Steam coming up off the stove. Photographs down the staircase showing our stories unfold. Home, home, home. I need a little taste of home.
Philip Health Services proudly supports youth activities in our rural communities. Philip Clinic and Kadoka Clinic physicians and caregivers will provide you and your family with a personalized care experience. The clinic staff extend a sense of family and strive to improve the quality of life for all those who are entrusted to their care. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, choose a personal care experience at Philip or Kadoka Clinic. Open 6 days a week. For hours and more helpful information, see their weekly ad in the Pioneer Review or visit them online. Philip Health Service, a personal care experience.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Contact Donna Enders, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent, today.
Check out Iverson Auto in Mitchell or Huron for great deals and top-notch service. Iverson Auto has it all, from the knowledgeable sales and finance teams to the experienced parts and service teams, plus the best detail shop in the region. Iverson Auto, 77 plus years in our community, locally owned and operated. We have always been here and always will be. Stop in for your next new or used ride or use one of our professional services at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron, or browse our inventory online anytime at iversonauto.com.
Bottle and Vet Supply is a store like no other and has been located on Phillips Center Avenue since the 1960s. Bottle and Vet welcomes you to stop by the store to look around. Whether you're a regular customer or a new one, they probably have something you need. Bottle and Vet Supply provides livestock vaccines, veterinary supplies, tack, western wear, and boots. You'll find it all at Bottle and Vet.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods. Welcome to Bowie.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip really has it all. You'll find steel products, GE kitchen appliances, kitchen decor, houseware, clothing, bugs and muck boots, and Milwaukee tools too. And you can get just the right color palette with Valspar paint. Take a look at the Ashley furniture they have and test out the amazing Rest mattresses. They also offer appliance repair and delivery. See all that they have to offer at Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip.
When you visit a corporate pharmacy, you sometimes feel like a number waiting in line. At Dakota Country Pharmacy, we take pride in knowing our customers and take pride in the communities we serve. A difference you experience when walking through our doors. Doors that opened over 100 years ago, serving rural South Dakotans the best care possible. We exist to improve the quality of your life.
Phillip Building Center is your local full-service lumber yard, building materials, and hardware store ready to aid in all of your project needs. They offer steel buildings and custom sheds and encourage you to stop in for a quote or to learn more about their blow-in insulation trailer rentals, screen repairs, custom glass cutting, DeWalt and Stanley tools, PPG paints, stock tanks, electric fencing material, and plumbing supplies. They wish all area schools a successful and healthy sports season.
You often hear that there's no such thing as customer loyalty, that long-term partnerships don't exist, but we're living proof that it does. With some relationships spanning over 3 generations, and new ones on the horizon. First National Bank in Phillip, your partners in banking, member FDIC.
Phillip Pit Stop is a local family-owned C-store for fuel and snacks. Located 1 block from the school, Phillip Pit Stop is open until 10 p.m. Buses are welcome. Warm up with coffee, cappuccino, or hot cocoa. Enjoy $1 fountain drinks or coffee if you bring your own cup, or free with a 10-gallon fuel fill. There's easy walk-through to Subway for hot sandwiches, wraps, soups, and made fresh daily cookies. They look forward to serving you at Phillip Pit Stop and Subway.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
In Phillip, talk to State Farm agent Jan Hewitt.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Dreaming of a perfectly manicured property? Or maybe just making those weekend chores a whole lot easier? Grossenberg Implement has the answer. Right now you can get special low-rate financing on powerful and versatile John Deere compact utility tractors. Large or small, we've got them all. And they do it all too. From mowing to tilling to landscaping and hauling. Visit your local or go to grossenberg.com for low-rate financing on compact tractors.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods, such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
In today's economy, every dollar counts. To be certain you have the right insurance coverage at the right price, Bank West agents work with multiple companies to compare options on your behalf. Your Bank West agent can help you avoid paying too much, while assuring you have adequate coverage for those times when you need it most. Contact your local Bank West agent for a free policy review. Insurance products are not deposits, are not FDIC insured, and may lose value.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing, in that magic moment, how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Crew Agency has been proudly serving and protecting the local farmer and rancher since 1984. They offer all your crop insurance needs, including multi-peril crop insurance, pasture, rangeland, and forage, livestock risk protection, and crop hail. Crew Agency is a proud supporter of our local schools, athletics, and communities, and would like to wish all the student athletes good luck in their events this week. Give them a call at 605-433-5411. Crew Agency is an equal opportunity provider.
Phillip Motors, always willing to serve you with the winning combination of small-town friendly sales and service, and the latest vehicle and trucks from Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, and Chrysler. Your friends and neighbors across the West River Territory have come to depend on Phillip Motors, family-owned for over 40 years, offering a relaxing, down-to-earth, comfortable car shopping experience. Search online at phillipmotors.com or stop by and see their new and used inventory. Phillip Motors proudly supports Philip Scotties activities.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
The Retro in Phillip is a proud supporter of the Phillip Scotties, offering fresh, homemade pizza and pitas made to order, with basic pizzas including specialty pizzas like taco, chicken garlic, bacon mac and cheese, breakfast and fruit. Plus they have gluten-free options with 16 different pitas to choose from, plus sandwiches, fried food, appetizers, soups and salads, and novelty and hard ice cream. Dine in or carry out from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. That's the Retro in Phillip.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
4E Foods, your locally owned, full-service grocery store in Phillips, South Dakota. We have everything you need, including roasted chicken and a full deli with homemade soups and salads. Choose from our nice selection of fresh-cut steaks and meats, plus a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, and so much more. We are open 7 days a week and are conveniently located at 101 East Pine Street. Feel free to give us a call at 605-859-2727. 4E Foods, proud supporters of the Phillips Scotties.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Nothing like kitchen conversation. Steam coming up off the stove. Photographs down the staircase showing our stories unfold. Home, home, home. I need a little taste of home.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Implement Broadcast Booth. Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, friends and fans. Playoff football.
Here we are.
Phillips, South Dakota, quarterfinals. We've got our hometown Phillips Scotties versus the Ipswich Tigers in town today for some playoff football. Welcome, friends. Joel Spry, Brad Heltzel, Terry Henry in the live ticket booth. Beautiful, beautiful late fall evening as the sun is set on the prairie. West River, wind's blowing.
Always is.
Go figure, wind's blowing, but hey, it's not snowing.
Yeah, we made a little joke earlier. Last 3 or 4 years we can think this second round we played it in the snow, so we'll take this anytime.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us all. Thank you to our sponsors right out of the gates. A little pregame action as both teams continue to warm up here. We're going to break down both teams and give you a little insight into this game as we lead up to kickoff here. Brad, you want to start us off with the visiting Ipswich Tigers?
Absolutely. Well, like Joel said, thanks for tuning in wherever you are out there in Ipswich or around town. It's going to be a fun game. You know, second round, nothing's easy. You're going to have to gain everything. You can't have mistakes. You just can't have turnovers and stuff like that. Penalties are deciding factors in these games. Ipswich Tigers, if you think anything less than a dogfight is coming to town tonight, you will be mistaken. They are tough. They are a very, very solid, well-coached football team. They've got some excellent senior running backs. Their sophomore quarterback is nothing less than a stud. I don't know how else to say it. They're quick. They're fast. They don't have a lot of holes. They have kids that they can rotate in and out, which in 9-man is tough. If you can give a couple of starters rest, so they're fortunate to have that. The Ipswich, they're 8-1 on the year. Lone loss is to Warner, which is the number 2 team in the state. They lost 36-30. Last year they put it down on Harding County pretty heavy. It was 58-8. I think at the end of the first quarter, I want to say it was 22-28 nothing right off the bat. So they like to get up, they like to score. Their main guys number on offense is going to be, on the offense they'll stay on the shotgun. They've got a couple different formations. They run a lot of jet sweeps. They will go into the basic I formations. They'll run a little double wing. From the most part of what I saw, they like to run out of the shotgun. Number 4, Hayden Slosher, 6 foot, 195-pound sophomore quarterback. He is tough. He is very tough. He's not afraid to throw the ball. He'll throw it deep. He'll throw it short. He'll take off and run, and he's a load to bring down. The man that their offense runs through is number 3, Kyle Hedich, 5'9", 170-pound senior. Hedich, from what we understand, was third place in the 100 meters last year for B boys, but he had the fastest recorded time throughout the year in the 100. So he is tough to bring down, and he is extremely fast. The other tailback that they're going to use is number 8, Casey Gaditz, and he's maybe not quite as big, 5'6", 170-pound senior, but he is tough to bring down. They just don't go down with arm tackles. You really have to wrap them up. Scotty's going to have to play outstanding on defense and try to keep that contained tonight. Up on their line, they've got some big guys, Mac Hines, if I wrote that down, Hoagie. Excuse me.
Yep.
I don't know if I wrote his name. Tate Hoagie and Matthew Severson. Like I said, they can rotate some players in. Head coach Brian Hoagie, assistant coach Matt Pollock, and assistant coach Stuart Boyle did a good job of rotating their kids and trying to keep them fresh. The defense is kind of basic. I didn't see a lot of blitzing. They play a lot of man coverage. They're going to probably stay, my guess, is in a kind of a 3-3-3, if you will, 3-4-2, something like that. They didn't blitz a lot, but their guys up front can get it done. They will run some stunts on the defensive line, so they didn't need to blitz, so I didn't see it on there. But, yes, an excellent football team, and it's going to be a fun night.
Excellent. Thank you, Brad, for the breakdown on the Ipswich Tigers. Now for your hometown, Philip Scotties. Coming into the season, 7-1, riding a 7-game winning streak. Their lone loss came first game of the season to the Wall Eagles, who are the number 1 ranked team in the season in 9A right now. Scotties tonight, offensively, the offense runs through Tice Groper, Lathan Gabriel, and I'm drawing a blank here. Tegan Groper. Sorry, almost lost. The law firm of Groper, and Gabriel. I had to throw that out there. We haven't used that much. But anyway, our offense runs, through the running game. They'll give a couple different formations. Sometimes they'll try to spread you out. As you had said, with this Ipswich defense, it's going to come down to offensive line play, being able to combat those stunts that the front line of the Tigers that they're going to bring. They're going to have to get a good push. They're going to have to be satisfied with 3-4 yards, as they should be. And they might have to use the air game as well too. And Tegan Groper is very capable. We haven't really had to use that much, but really I think it comes down to taking care of the football, sustaining drives, using the clock as your friend, and finding a way to put points on the board offensively. I'm excited for our offensive line for the test that they're going to have tonight. Defensively, I know you talked quite a bit about the offense of the Tigers. So defensively, same scenario. The Scotties have come out with either a 2 or 3 man line. It's a situation where we're going to have some good penetration, and really it's going to come down to defensive end play. They're going to have to play assignment football. I know as of last week, without Christopher Lurs, we've had to sub in some younger guys. But you know what? We're in playoff football.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. If your number's called, you got to get on the field and you got to get it done. A lot of team tackling, as you had said. They're not going to go down with those arm tackles. They're going to need to see some good tackling. Ideally, create some turnovers and find a way to not allow those home run calls. With the running back play and the speed that the Tigers have, it's going to come down to being able to contain those guys, keep them between the hashes, ideally, and keep them in the middle of the field, not let them get outside the field on defense. So I think it's going to come down to clean play on offense, penalty-free football. They had a few penalties last week, a few mental mistakes. It didn't hurt them. It's going to hurt you tonight if you do that.
Yep.
And finding a way to create some turnovers. And then, of course, there's always the special teams part of the game, too, that comes into that. So we can't go there. So Philip Scotty is looking to continue their winning ways, and we're getting ready for a little football. We're going to take a break for the national anthem. All right, excellent work by the Phillip High School pep band.
Gives you chills.
Directed by Barb Bowen. Sorry about the wind noise. The wind is blowing a little bit right out of the northwest, so it's kind of blowing right out our little perch on the booth here. But you know what? If that's our worst problem tonight, we'll take it.
The wind could come into factor on some of the deep balls, make it a little tough, but for the most part, I don't think it's enough to really affect the passing game a lot. Not right now, anyway.
Right, and I think it's supposed to die down a little bit. You know, typically it kind of does. I know, but the interesting, maybe not interesting, but we're at that time of year when that sun goes down, it's going to drop 15 degrees real quickly, and this is just playoff football. It's crisp. It's football weather. The field's in fantastic shape, and we're in for what I believe could be a great night tonight.
Yes.
A lot on the line. All right, well, we're waiting for a coin toss here. Couple things. We'll give a couple little shout outs as we're waiting for it. Maybe not football related necessarily, but first and foremost, we're going to start off Phillip Scotties boys cross country team set a little history on Saturday by winning the 4th consecutive state championship.
Awesome.
That's never happened at Class B. 4th in a row, 5th regional championship in a row, just a lot of historic things. Pretty awesome. Very, very proud of that core of the team led by Ralph Crutch. I know maybe we talked about him last week too, but
I've got the results here.
Okay.
We just thought we'd show them real quick. Boys State B, Phillip was first, Mitchell Christian second. Team placing for Phillip, Jack Peterson took second. Baylor Burns took third. Crescent Burns took 7th. David McKinley took 12th. Aiden Craven 44th. The West River region, 5B had 7 of the top 10 finishers.
Wow!
In it.
So
that just shows how good our region is.
Right.
For the girls, Anna McKinley took 56th. We've also got the Ipswich girls team took first. Isabel Galbraith 4th. Jayla Stiles 5th. Madison Gelhaus 10th. Kaylin Oban 11th. And Jenna Giese 16th.
Hopefully we said that right.
And they were the state girls
State B champions.
Awesome.
Yeah, so a couple communities with some fantastic running talent as well too. So not surprising. The Scotties, I don't know if we mentioned it before, but, the 4th consecutive year in the quarterfinals. This senior class themselves, there was a stat somewhere out there. I think in total they've lost like 4 or 5 football games in their 4 years. So a lot of success, but this has been kind of that moment in time right here. I think we've only had one team in the last, 4 years that have gotten past this quarterfinal round. So this is going to be the night. All right, we're set for kickoff. Looks like the Tigers will kick to the Scotties as we get started here.
While we're waiting here, I was given a request to give a shout out to the 1973 football head coach, Larry Twist. If you're watching out there, Larry, thanks for tuning in.
Excellent. All right, here we go.
Put the women and children to bed and go looking for dinner,
That's
boys.
right. That's right. If you don't know the program, you're missing out.
And that is going to be Weston Reedy. Weston Reedy will take the kickoff, and he has a nice return. Excellent starting field position out to the
gets
25, 26
gets up past 25. Yeah, did a nice job after kind of a little fumble with the initial kick there, and the Scotties take over on offense right out of the gate here.
Folks, we've rehearsed our names for the Ipswich Tigers. If we get them wrong, we apologize. We're gonna do it the best we can tonight.
Absolutely. We always want to have all these give props to the kids as best as we can, but unfortunately, we're not absolute professionals.
No.
But we sure have fun doing it.
Yes.
Right.
Scotties will come out in their shotgun formation. Tegan Groper will bring Carson Fugate across in motion. Scotties will start with Tice Groper, and that's filled right away by number 12. That's Shea
Canoose. Yes, thank you. Shout out to Alan Aberg for helping us with a few enunciations as well, too. So hopefully we're getting that right.
So that play lost 3 yards for the Scotties right off the bat.
Yeah, just a great job of Phil there.
It'll be some feeling out. I mean, it seems to never be pretty right off bat. They'll kind of get figured out where they got to block, and Latham Gabriel will take the handoff, and going to have a minimal gain. We'll give him about 2 yards.
Yeah, it gets back to the original line of scrimmage there with the Scotties. Yeah, right on the 26-yard line, looking at 3rd and 10. But, yeah, to your point, Brad, this on the first series for both teams, sometimes it is that little bit of fill-out period. We had that last week.
Yep.
This is obviously a different ball game, but we'll see how the Scotties can respond on their first third down conversion attempt here.
Ipswich will send 3. Tegan Groper will roll out to the left. Tegan's got a little bit of space, and he gets popped there for about a 3-yard gain, so that's going to leave him 4th and long.
And he made the best of, that snap was a little high, went over his head, he picked it up off the ground, turned it into a 3-yard gain. At the end of the day, Scotties come out, they're going to be punting right into the wind, right out of the gate with Carson Fugate.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to keep this one low. Back, we've got Knust and looks like number 3, which is Hedich. Probably try to avoid Hedich if you can. And a very good punt into the wind. Kind of flipped the field for us all the way back to the Ipswich 35-yard line. So good punt there by Mr. Fugate. And it'll get the 36-yard line of the Tigers, and they'll be 1st and 10. So we'll see them come out. Again, we said Schlosser's the quarterback, Hedich, Gaditz in the backfield.
Yeah, we'll see if the Scotties, again, that front line, they're going to have to make some plays. Looks like they're coming out 3-man front and spread out a little bit as well, too, running kind of defensive end look here.
And that's going to be number 3, Hedich. He's going to go around the right side, tell Groper out, but after Hedich crosses over 50 to the 40, about a 25-yard gain by Kyle Hedich.
The Tigers there got a good seal on that right side, and unfortunately the linebackers got sucked inside and were chasing, and that's not that.
Right.
We kind of established that's probably not the guy we want to be chasing all night.
And you can tell kids all you want in practice that Hedich is fast until you see it and you take the angles, and he beats you by 2 steps. So, going to be a little adjustment. There we go. Tell Groper fills the hole, and the Scotties are going to have a
Scotties do a great job.
We needed that. Carson Burns,
Stetson Jones in the mix there.
Jones, Tice Groper.
Yeah, nice response by the Scotties.
A little confidence boost there for the Scotties.
Absolutely.
So that's going to leave the Tigers at 2nd and 10.
Yeah, maybe even
lost
a half a yard or so, getting behind the chains just a little bit. Early first quarter action here.
I think you're going to see the Tigers trying to get to the outside to maximize their speed. Scotties can play the run really well through the middle, but you'll see some jet sweeps. So here comes Hedich, bounces around, and a good job. Excellent job.
Very nice job.
44. Groper, and law firm of Groper in on the stop.
Yeah, defensively we get to say it, and Owen Turkleson did a fantastic job in his cornerback. He set the edge.
Yep.
He took that block and he put it to where Hedich couldn't come around the corner, and it had to go inside, and the Scotties did a great job of filling. So Tigers looking at a 3rd and a long 9 here.
Yeah. So you got to watch Slusher here. If he doesn't see anything, he'll run, and he's a tough kid to bring to the ground. Slosher. He's going to throw out to the right. That's Hedich. And a good play. Looks like it's going to be just enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, just a little simple out route there. Nice ball. Put it right on him. And
he was well covered. It was just a better throw than it was a coverage. So
yeah, the idea of throwing a guy open, especially on that out route like that, he put the ball out in front of him where he could only get his body shielding that defender from him to come through. And the Tigers pick up a 1st down. Marching right now on the Scotties. Looks like that's the Scotties 33-yard line.
26, I think.
Thank you. Correction, 26-yard line.
They're going to go deep, and that's Knust. He's guarded Owen Turkleson. Fantastic job by Owen. A little 12-on-12 action there. Owen, good. Oh, I thought I saw a flag. No flag. Good play by Owen Turkleson there. He read that, stayed right with his. It was right in Knust's hip pocket, and put his hand up at the right time, knocked the ball away. So excellent.
Well done.
Play.
Well done. They're going to need plays like that all night long to keep this game where it needs to
be. Ipswich is not afraid to throw the ball deep. They're going to do whatever works. They're going to throw some short passes, long passes, quarterback draws, jet sweeps, just a little bit of everything here. So here's a fake. That's going to go to number 8, Gaditz, and he plants his foot in the ground and heads south, and he's going to get about a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a little.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and Third and short.
Little motion option fake with a little shovel pass on the interior there.
Right. And they've got two guys that can tote the rock. Hedich and Gaditz are both very, very quick tailbacks.
All right, Tigers looking at a short 3rd and 1, 7:42 and counting to go here, first quarter action.
Scotties need to come up with a play. They're going to go I formation. And there's our first.
Headlights and an alarm. It's a two-pack.
Twofer.
A twofer,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, I don't see no headlights. So
the headlights went off. Yeah, the headlights were kind of next to him. But anyway, back to game action.
I was disappointed last week. I don't think we had one stop, did we, Terry?
I don't
For
think
headlights,
so.
I don't think we had a headlight.
Yeah, if this is your first time tuning in, we have this problem with people leaving their headlights on, especially with the auto lights. So
there we are. Now we're
all right, Tigers 1st and 10 from the Scotty 14-yard line.
They'll go double wing, pitch to Hedich around the left side. A good job by the Philip Scotties. Tice Groper, Ethan Harrison on the stop. Minimal gain.
Yeah,
About
picks up 3-4 yards.
Yeah. So Scotties are doing good. We have to figure out how to get off the field on 3rd down. We've given up a couple of first downs thus far, but other than the one big run by Hedich, it hasn't been terrible.
And that's a game of football. 3rd down conversions usually equate to points on the board.
So they'll come out with Knust. Looks like Hedich and Gaditz, double wing. They're going to run a counter. That's Gaditz right up the middle. A good play. Carson Burns put a good hit on him right there. Give him about another 3 yards. So we'll call it 3rd and 4.
Yeah, it looks like they're on about the 7.5, 8 yard line, somewhere in that ballpark. Sorry, they're inside the 10. So yeah, 8 yard line. I heard Travis, our PA announcer, say the 12, but correction.
So the Tigers come out in double wing once again. They're going to go motion Hedich, and they're going to throw a quick slant and a good play.
Very nice defense there.
Got his hands on the receiver just in time. I couldn't tell who the receiver was out there. Ball was a little bit high, but Teagan was right there on defense.
All right, our first big 4th down of the game here.
4th down. Huge. We need a play. Somebody in black's got to make a play right here. Send a backer, get your hands on the ball.
Looks like they're spreading them out. What do you think?
I think
Schlosser with the run here?
Schlosser, yeah, it sure could be. Or quick out. Yeah, they're going to run a quick out. It's not there. Got pressure. I think we're going to have a holding call on the Tigers. Cole Finn put the pressure in. Pass was incomplete through the middle.
Yep, decline that. Decline that.
It's going to be Scotty.
And the Scotties bend, but they don't break.
Huge.
Big play in the first quarter.
Cole Finn put the pressure on. There was a holding call kind of no matter what happened there. But, you decline that. And Philip was ready. They were ready for that. That's good coaching by Philip head coach Chandler Sudbeck, assistant coaches Ryan Jorgensen and Reed Johnson. You could tell they were ready for that play.
All right, Scotties take over on downs from their own 8 yard line. 5:40 to go, first quarter action here.
So Scotties we need to get a first down. We need to get out of our shadow of our own end zone. Whether you score here or not, offense needs to hold the ball for a little while.
That was a great first down play there. Finally, get a good positive 4 yard gain on first down, make it 2nd and 6.
First drive, we only had the ball for about 45 seconds, maybe something like that. So, we need a drive. We need a first down, and that was a good start, staying ahead of the chains 4 or 5 yards. Teagan Groper is going to fake this one. He's going to go around the left side. He's got some room. Good game for Teagan. So that's going to put it at 3rd and manageable.
Absolutely,
3rd and 4, 3rd and 3.
Yeah, definitely 3rd and manageable here.
Big play here in the first quarter. Scotties need to pick this up. So defensively, the big guys up on the line, it looks like 54 Mac Hines, 36 Matthew Severson, 42 Tate Hoagie. Doing a good job up front for the Tigers. They got a little bit of a line shift there. Well, if the Scotties got it figured out, but He's going to have a...
Looks like a little laundry on the field there.
That
was pretty late, too.
Maybe a late hit. Hopefully not a hold. He's going to be short. We'll see what the flag is. Personal
and
foul,
it is a face mask.
Huge for the Phillips Scotties. That's going to give them an automatic first down, 15 yards. That's going to move the ball out past the 30, close to 30.
Yeah, it looks like they're spawning it right on the 30. Yeah,
so it was short. I'm not sure we gained anything there. It was going to be fourth and 2.
Well, the Scotties catch the first break on a penalty, and they come out and spread them all out here. First down from their own 30.
But just a little what we needed. We needed some confidence on offense, and thus far we're doing a good job. That's going to be Tice Groper coming around the right-hand side, and he is met by Hedich.
Yeah, right at the – I think they're going to spot him right at the 30 for no gain. You know, Scotties are trying to get him spread out, try to get in space, and the Tigers are responding by just playing fundamental, staying outside.
Their speed is tough to get outside on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there just wasn't any running lanes there for Tice Groper, but that's all right. We go 2nd and 10 for the Scotties, 3:30 and counting, first quarter action.
So the Tigers will come up in a 4-man front. There's an I formation. Oh, Latham Gabriel was one. Hedich made a nice tackle, but he was one tackle away, and he was gone. There was nobody behind him, so.
Well, the Scotties
excellent first or second down
yeah,
play. It's
back in action with absolutely back in action with the third manageable here. Again, those third down conversions are going to be what it feels like already is what the game is going to be all about.
Yep. But you can't expect anything less here in the second round. You have to earn everything. Every yard has to be earned. Nothing will be given away here. It's going to be Tice Groper, and that's going to
pick up the first down.
So Scotties have found something a little bit with their I formation.
Yeah, the interior.
I think that trying to spread out a fast team like that is going to be difficult to do. So Coach Sedbeck adjusts, and hey, if you want to play dirty in the trenches, we'll play dirty in the trenches with you.
And fortunate for the Scotties, absolutely, we can play football just like that. I formation, line them up, and push ahead and take that 3-4 yards like we talked about before the game started. All right, Scotties 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line.
Scotties will come out in the wishbone. They're going to go counter for a very good gain on first down.
Great effort there by Tice Groper. He got initially hit, probably at the line of scrimmage, and ended up picking up 7 yards on that play. Well done.
Nate Bass with the tackle. He's going to come out in 22. Brody Davis will check in on the defensive line.
All right, Scotties 2nd and 4 right at the 50-yard line.
That's where we need to live. We need to live at 2nd and short, 3rd and short. Opens your play call. And they blitz. Tigers send number 24. Looked like Stetson Weigel on the blitz, and he met Tice Groper 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Scotties are going to have to – the linemen got to keep their heads up and watch for those blitzers coming through.
Hey, that's the fun part about – the really fun part about football right there is, the Tigers responded with a great blitz call there. Yep. And, just found a way to get the Scotties – they're not behind the chains, but put them from, 2nd short to now it's 3rd and 5. As the clock.
That was kind of a we dare you to run it at us.
Yeah.
Blitz right there.
A little bit.
So here they come. They're sending 2 more. Scotties caught him in a blitz, so that's going to leave a man open. That's Tice Groper. And he's going to be – ooh, that is not a good spot.
Yeah, it looked like he had it was going to be short, I think, still. But
I thought he caught it right next to the – is it not the forward progress?
I kind of thought that it was, but I'm not certain.
Terry and I thought he caught it right at the line, but anyway, regardless.
Yeah, 4th. It looks like 4th and a long 2, and Scotties come out. Looked like they're going to run a play here.
And the Scotties had caught Ipswich in a run blitz. Hey, and the Scotties on the hard count. They get the defensive line for Ipswich to jump. So Ipswich being their own worst enemy at the moment.
Right, yeah, 2 big penalties in just this drive alone. Yep, Brad, you're exactly right. This is you've alluded to, and everybody knows, it goes without saying, that this is the time of year of football that it's going to come down to just clean football is going to lead to success.
mental mistakes thus far for the Ipswich Tigers, keeping Phillip on the field. So they're going to go toss right. That's Latham Gabriel, and Latham Gabriel has a hole, and he is going to go down to about the 45, but we've got a marker on the field.
Figure on, and a marker from the back judge there. It looks like he's grabbing a holding.
It's going to be a hold on the Scotties. So a big first down run for Latham. Scotties have found something in their I formation. I think they're probably found some success kind of bottling the Tigers up, keeping them a little bit closer, not giving them room to run,
right?
Even on defense. So,
no, I think you're exactly right, Brad.
Hey, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. That's a quick first quarter, and we got a 0-0. We got a dogfight. Like we said at the beginning, we thought it was going to be nothing less than that, and it has proven to be that. So Scotties are going to be at a hole now. They're going to be at first and 20. And that'll end the first quarter.
All right, well, end of first quarter action. We're going to take a short break, thank our sponsors, allow our sponsors to share a little bit about themselves, and we'll be back for second quarter action. Thanks for joining us. Phillip Scotties Live.
Phillip Health Services proudly supports youth activities in our rural communities. Phillip Clinic and Kadoka Clinic physicians and caregivers will provide you and your family with a personalized care experience. The clinic staff extend a sense of family and strive to improve the quality of life for all those who are entrusted to their care. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, choose a personal care experience at Phillip or Kadoka Clinic. Open 6 days a week for hours and more helpful information. See their weekly ad in the Pioneer Review or visit them online. Phillip Health Service, a personal care experience.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health.
Back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth. Be sure to check out their website for all your...
All right, we're back. Second quarter action. Phillip Scotties, 1st and 20.
Heading south this time. Tice Groper is going to gain about 5. So the Scotties have had some holes.
And there is another flag on the play.
Oh. Scotties have had some running lanes. You know, it's there. We haven't, the Ipswich kind of leaves. Headage seems to be deep, so he can run any of that down. There's another face mask.
Another personal foul face mask.
Yes.
So Scotty's just right back into action.
And you can see Ipswich coaches saying, we just talked about the penalties. So, it has not been very clean on their side thus far. Advantage Scotties.
Advantage Scotties at this point, and you know what? In this drive at this time, we'll take it.
Yep,
we will take it.
We need to punch one in.
You know, and it's one of those things too. You know, the Tigers absolutely not trying to maliciously do it and make those penalties. I mean, no kid out on this field tonight wants to be responsible for any of those kinds of penalties.
No, they're just happens. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, you're trying to pull somebody down, and you reach up and grab a face mask. So that's blocked out well. Tegan Groper on the left side. Picks up about 3-4 yards on the first down.
Yeah, solid little run on first down there.
You know, and if you can keep doing that, they'll creep up and you'll break one. You're gonna have to beat somebody.
Right.
But the Scotties are getting it blocked up in front. Jackson Rhodes, Cole Finn, Ethan Harris,
Oakley
Menzel, Stetson Jones doing a nice job thus far up front.
All right, Scotties on the Tiger 30, looking at a 2nd and 7.
Weston Reedy will check into the ball game. So Scotty's going to spread it out here. Gabriel will be back with Tegan Groper in the backfield. And the Tigers tried a tight end pass out there to Jackson Rhodes, a little over his head. But I like that. You know what? I like the mix because the film that the Ipswich Tigers coaches have watched, I'm guessing at practice they said they're not going to throw the ball. They don't throw the ball. So I like that Coach Sudbeck has said, you know what, hey, we know tonight we're going to have to throw. We're going to have to complete some passes. So thus far they've been, Phillip has shown that they're not afraid to throw it. Tegan Groper is going to go through the middle around the left side. Makes one man miss. And number 4, Schlosser, Hayden Schlosser brings him down, the safety. But not
huge
after
play
Scotties,
there.
First down.
Huge play to get that first down.
It almost looked like he was supposed to pitch it, and I think it was covered. So Tegan said,
good choice.
With it and pulled it in and took it around the left side.
Hey,
there was one man to beat. and that was a Scotty touchdown. So
yeah, and just a trip-up tackle
drive.
there.
Excellent drive.
All right, Scotties stay in business here inside the 20-yard line of the Ipswich Tigers.
Scotty's going to spread them out 5 wide. Ipswich is going to send the blitz. Tice Groper on the right side. We've caught them in a blitz once or twice where they blitz the wrong side. So we've had numbers a couple of times there. That's going to be a huge gain for this guys off first down.
Absolutely.
Leave them at about second and 3.
Yeah,
second 2, second 3.
7-yard gain there.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, gets the Scotties just inside, looks like at the 8-yard line. So chance for a first down before it's first and goal. And the Scotties are marching 9:40 and ticking in this first half.
Yeah,
Score 0-0.
This is going to be a quick game. Scotties like spreading it out, so they have, again, they're going to go 5 wide. They're going to be Tice Groper. He's going to be followed off that corner blitz, and they miss Teagan. Teagan breaks a couple tackles. Teagan Groper running like a machine.
Absolutely. Sophomore quarterback.
Yes. Excellent.
And it looked,
Excellent
picks
carry.
up a first down. First and goal, Philip Scotties.
Here we go.
6-yard line for the Scotties. And, yeah, this is a great drive.
Just a little power football. You know, the Tigers have done a good job thus far stopping our outside runs. Tice got one, but, you know, if you can pound through the middle, it opens up the stuff on the outside, just like it opens up the passing game if you can run through the middle. So Scotties will come out in the wishbone, and they will go sweep left to Tice Groper. He's got a block. Hedich drags him down out of bounds after a decent gain. Can you tell where they're at? 5-yard line?
Yep.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5, so picked up a yard or two.
Yeah,
that was
2nd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, good. You know, I mean, Groper, we're used to seeing him get to that edge and be gone, and you know, that's just a testament to the Tigers and their speed.
They just have those kids in the back. The back end for them are fast, like top level state kind of fast. Scotty, power football. This is gonna be Latham Gabriel. Ooh, I think if Lathan had cut that through the middle, he had it. He tried to kind of bounce it a little bit outside.
Right.
I think if he'd have just went straight south, he'd have been in. This is huge.
Yep, third and goal from the 4-yard line. Yeah, I think, you know, Brad, what do you think? Just play a little power football here.
A little power football.
Man on man, head on head, and just see what we can get a push, right?
Don't get too cute. Coach Sedbeck likes to run the power football. Yeah, this is it. You just tell your guys up front you got to beat their guys.
Yeah, this come down to Cole Finn,
but as
Ethan Harris, and then they spread out. So never mind.
That's why
what do we know?
Up here. Teagan Groper is going to take the snap. There's nobody there. Touchdown,
Scotties.
What a drive. What a drive for the Phillips Scotties. You know, it was tough at first. You know, the first drive was very tough. We didn't gain hardly anything. And I will say Ipswich, they hurt themselves there with a couple of penalties to keep the drives going, but you could see the confidence in Phillip just build, and hey, 6-0.
Yeah, Scotties go up 6-0, 8:01 to go in the first half, and you know, Terry kind of poked me in the back as we were going through. You know, that play, great block by Tice Groper on that block. Right. So not only does he carry the rock, but he also gets out there and is willing to block too.
Teagan puts his head down.
Looks like
we're gonna have a flag. Oh,
he did get in.
Gonna have a holding more than or block in the back.
Block in the back for the Scotties.
So that's gonna take it out. So a successful two-point conversion brought back by a penalty.
All right, so Scotty's still looking. You know, these goes without saying, these 2-point conversions are a high commodity in playoff games.
Yes. So this one's going to be tough to run in. They're probably, holy cow.
Yeah, they're all the way back to the 13-yard line.
You know, this, not to second guess, but this where Carson Fugate put it up in the air, kick it, let the wind take it through. Teagan Groper's got a man. Oh, Tice gets popped there. So good defensive play out there by, looked like Knust, and can't tell who it is.
I can't tell either. It's hard to see. They got great uniforms, but sometimes it's hard to see the numbers across. And it might have to do with our age too, Brad, just a little
That's
bit.
part of it, yeah. Oh, Hedich and Knust out there.
Hedich and Knust.
He had his hands on it, but he got popped and the ball came loose. So, hey, we'll take it.
Absolutely. 6-0. 8:01 to go. First half action. Getting ready for the Scotties to kick off. It'll be the Tigers' second possession. Coming into the game, we talked about time of possession, some things like that. It does two things for you. One, you put points on the board like that, burning clock. Two, it limits their possessions.
Yeah.
So
ideally, we've seen their offense, and
it's high powered.
Not want to give it.
It's high powered, and I'm expecting fireworks.
Yep.
We're about to see the Tigers' response here, as you'd alluded to. That drive there was definitely helped with a couple big face mask penalties. That's 30 yards in penalties.
Yeah.
That helped with that. But the Scotties also found something that was working for them too.
Right. Yep. Yeah, the power run game back into the I formation, a little bit of wishbone, and pound the rock through the middle. It sure worked on that drive.
I'm not expecting them to kick it deep to Headage as they kick it.
If that thing dies,
unfortunately it goes out of bounds. But yeah, that was a great spot for him to kick it.
So that will bring it to. Is it 10 from where it went out, or is it?
I can't remember if it's there, if it's at the 35. I guess we'll find out here in a minute.
Ball went out of bounds at about the 18.
Right.
And they're going to bring it out.
Yeah, I think it comes out to the 35. Okay. Yeah, I think that's kind of an automatic.
So not ideal, but you know what? I agree with you. I don't know that I would give it to Headage.
I don't think I would just boom it deep to Headage and give him some space to run.
We'll play that.
And that's not taking anything away from the Scotties coverage team. It's just that he's a state class athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tigers come out on their second possession. We'll see what they have in store. We'll send Gaditz in motion. That's going to be a handoff to Headage, and he is around the left side, and Headage is gone.
Unfortunately, if you're chasing, that's
you're not going to catch him.
Right. That's a tough. He found a beat through the middle and got to the edge, and then it was a chase from there. And unfortunately, as we've said a few times tonight, kick and run. Kick and run.
65-yard touchdown.
Yep, big response for the Tigers there.
Yeah.
We got a tie ball game, 6-6.
So not what we wanted to do, but you know what? We're still just a ball game.
This game's going to be about response and resilience.
Right.
It really, really comes down to those two premises as far as the mental part of it, response and resilience.
So Slosh will be in shotgun. They're going to come jet sweep around the right-hand side. A nice tackle. I think they say no.
And they say no. I think his knee went down. That was a huge play for the Scotties.
Who that was. Was that Tegan Groper maybe? Anyway, whoever it was came up, made a huge stop to stop the Scotties. Oh.
All right.
We'll give a shout out to Jim Knable out there watching in an old Phillip guy. They used to live down here. Lives in Ipswich now. Hello, Jim. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you. We got a little break in the action. Just want to give a huge shout out to our fans that are at the game. It's a chilly night. We've got a good crowd. Thank you to our sponsors that make all of this possible. It's a lot of fun for myself, for Brad, for Terry to get an opportunity to be able to do what we get to do here. Get a bird's eye view of awesome high school football.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's the response that the Tigers wanted to kind of get shake off the first quarter jitters and shake off a little defensive miscues, and what a better way to take a little momentum back then and break a big play.
Terry, how many viewers we got in tonight? Can you tell? 547 viewers. Our daughters, Alan Spry, Brady Heltzel, Kylie out watching.
Yeah, Arlie's
Coach
probably out there. Yeah, Coach Morehart. The Duke. The Duke. Big shout out to the Duke. All right, here comes the kick. A little fake and reset.
So Slosher's going to tee this one up. He's going to be kicking into the one. He kicks a squibbler. Carson Fugate does a good job. So good starting field position for the Scotties. We'll bring it out to about the 30, their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, good field position, and Scotties' opportunity, second possession. Really, is just their second possession. No, third possession. Third possession. That's right. We're
already under 8 minutes in the second quarter. So
that's right.
This one will be huge. We cannot. We need to put a drive together. We do not want to come out and punch. We've already seen the explosive Ipswich offense. So this will be huge to burn some clock, get this thing to halftime, and hopefully have a lead by then. Oh, ball's on the little bit of a
thankfully that ball bounced right up to Latham Gabriel, and he was able to not only fall on it but get back to the line of scrimmage. So, a little miscue there, a little high snap.
Yes, we do not want to give it back to Ipswich on the 35-yard.
We have to remember these still are kids, young adults, whatever. I'm going to call them kids. There's still some nerves at play.
Front line of the Scotties been doing a tremendous job on the Ipswich. Tegan Groper brings that around the left side. That's going to be a first down.
Great block by Stetson Jones on the edge there.
Jackson Rhodes, Stetson Jones. Tegan is running. Tegan is running hard tonight.
And that's the fun part for the Scotties. And I mean, those of you that have been watching football, this team in particular for the last couple of years, Tegan, I'm not going to say he gets forgotten, but I think sometimes people kind of forget he can really run that rock too.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. So Scotties miscue on first down, second down and long. Tegan comes out and picks up a first down. That's going to put the ball close to 50-yard line. Tice Groper on the right side. And another good gain. Hey, that's just what they need to do. They have to have 3, 4, 5 positive yards on first down.
Absolutely, and
to keep it going. So, if you're the Scotties on offense right now, you got to be feeling great. You know that you can move the ball. Yeah, did Ipswich have one big play? They did. But the Scotties thus far have come out, and the front line has really kind of established the line of scrimmage, and they're moving the Ipswich Tigers off the ball.
Absolutely.
Oakley, Menzel, and Finn, and Rhodes, and Harris, and Jones up front doing an excellent job. So that's going to be Latham Gabriel, takes a hop step in the hole. Going to be a short gain. So that's going to bring up third and manageable, third and 4.
Third and 4, yeah. They're in Tiger territories. Looks like sitting right at the 46-yard line.
Travis Turk on the PA tonight. Those guys inside the nice warm shack, and we're out here on the deck.
we're out on the south side perch with the northwest wind right in our face. But hey, no place we'd rather be than right here tonight.
Excellent.
All right, Scotties. Third down, third and 4, 5:30 and counting. First half action.
This guy's going to spread them out 5 wide. Tegan Groper, ooh. Scotties have a hard count, and Tegan Groper.
Oh, he just slipped. Looks like he's going to be short by about 2 yards. Yeah.
So we've got a decision for Coach Sudbeck right here. You definitely do not want to turn the ball over to Ipswich in great field position. But again, I don't know if you can afford to punt it either. So
this way you got to just trust. This way you got to trust your senior running backs to just find a way to get 2 yards.
Yep.
That senior line with Cole Finn and Ethan Harris.
What's your surefire play here? And they send the house. That's number 12. Knutes comes on the blitz. Tigers read it, blitzed it, stopped it. And it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, looking out of the wishbone, looking to run like a 26 power, and it just, it didn't develop quite quickly enough. And
Latham didn't have anywhere to go. They sent 2 kids through the same hole. Just a good defensive play by the Tigers.
Great play by the Tigers there, and great response. And there's some whistles on the play.
Not sure.
Looks like maybe a sideline warning.
So the Scotties, 4 minutes, 44 seconds here. They need to stiffen up on defense. Cannot give up the explosive plays. We've already seen Hedich a couple of times on some big runs. We need to keep them out of the end zone here with 4:44 left before half. Schlosser in shotgun. He's going to hand to, I think we're going to have a holding call. Is that Hedich? Gaditz. Number 8, Gaditz around the right side. Tegan Groper knocks him out, but I believe we're going to have a holding call in the backfield.
Yep, you are right, Brad.
Going to bring it back.
And deep breath and a reset for the Scotties.
So again, the Tigers, the penalties thus far is kind of the story of the night for them.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Some big, a couple of miscues there for the Tigers. But Cole Finn broke through on that, so
right.
You can't. What are you going to do? I mean, you have to do something.
Yeah, they don't hold him. He gets that tackle ideally, or at least slows him down, and they don't get a big gain out of it. But
sometimes you just have to do what you have to do and hope you don't get caught doing it. And unfortunately for them, they got caught. Caught in a hold. So that's going to put them at first and do we have about first and 20?
Yeah, first and 20, I believe so.
They're going to spread up 5 wide, slashing the quarterback in the backfield by himself. They're going to run a jet sweep motion, and the Scotties are ready for Hedich this time. Leighton Gabriel, Tel Groper in on the snap. Actually, I think he lost a couple yards.
I think you're right.
Excellent job, Phillip, defensively.
You know, the fun part about that play is it started interior where they took away the inside cut lane, and then Latham Gabriel got to exactly the right spot.
Broke down,
and Hedich had nowhere to go.
Yep, excellent play. Great play.
Yes, well done, Scotties. All right, Ipswich comes back to the line, second and about 25, so he lost about 5 yards on that play.
Right here is where you got to watch for whatever, they probably got some really good screen passes. They're going to go draw ahead. She slips. Ooh. Maybe got pulled down there, I think, by
I think. What are they?
Flag on the play. They may give a horse collar. It looked like he came over backwards. I couldn't tell if he slipped but I think we're going to have a horse collar call. He sure came down awkwardly backwards. And they are stepping off. Face mask.
Face mask.
Is that an automatic first down?
Yeah, personal foul. So it is not an automatic first down. So second and 7, second and 8.
And that was tough because that was I don't think he gained anything on that.
No,
that was going to be
they
third
did
and a mile.
Yeah, they did great. And it was hard to tell. We saw that he went back, like just straight backwards, but, whatever. The ref saw it. And
so the play clock running down here on the Ipswich Tigers. They hustle the line. They're going to shift and go Hedich Wildcat. And he's going to run right through the middle. And a good play there by the Phillip defense for a short gain. That's going to bring up about third and 5.
Yeah, 3rd and 5. Clock's going to tick under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Scotty's defense is doing a great job in this possession here.
Yeah, they've done a good job containing Hedich in this one. You cannot let him get outside.
No, and this is a situation too, Brad. This is a 2 plays to get a first down type situation here.
Right.
For the Tigers.
This Tiger will go spread them out, 4 wide receivers. Slosher will roll to the right, and he throws a little high. Picked by Coach Sudbeck. He's heading down the left sideline.
Still got decent hands over there.
Yes, he does. Oh, here we go. 4th down.
Yep, 4th
just
and
across the 50 into Scotty territory.
4th and 5
on the Scotties 49-yard line. They're rotating kids. They might be. Yeah, I think they're punting. Hedich went out. Yeah, they're gonna punt.
Fake punt?
Maybe fake punt. That's a break for the Scotties. Excellent job on defense. And they will punt. That's a booming punt. Hey, regardless, that's a stop. That's a win for the Phillip Scotties right there.
That really is.
Driving, and they stepped up, and Phillip gets the ball back. Tied still here, 6-6, with 2 minutes 24 seconds left before half. So Scotties deep in their own territory.
Got to take care of the football.
Got to get a first down.
Got to get a first down. Got to take care of the football.
Don't necessarily, we'd love to see a score. Don't necessarily need to do it. Let's keep this game tight. Don't give it back to them in short field position with any time on the clock. So
yeah, this is a scenario.
Scotties need to run a first down here.
Right. Everybody's got timeouts.
Right. I don't think we've used any. 3. Yeah. Each team has all 3 timeouts. Scotties come out in I formation. They're going to go Tice Groper through the middle. Ipswich Tigers they're loading the box. They're going to blitz. I think their coaches are tired of seeing them get gashed, and they're sending their linebackers, which will open up some throwing lanes if the Scotties choose to do that. But Ipswich
a little tight end release or something, Brad.
I think the Tigers have had enough, and they're going to start sending their backers.
Yeah, so Scotty's looking at a 2nd and 10, 1:57 and counting as the clock continues to tick down in this first half.
Scotties will come out in the shotgun. Gabriel to Tegan Groper. Is going to go around the right side. Tegan Groper's got another space, and he's just caught. I think that was maybe Gaditz.
Yeah, great.
6 or 8? 8. Casey Gaditz drags him down.
Credit to the Tigers. They have just that closing speed that is just.
Boy, we're one. I know we're one kid away from a very. I don't know if it would have been a touchdown, but it would
right. And I don't know if that's like some high step in or what, but credit to the Tigers for finding a way to that backside pursuit is fantastic.
Getting something way down the field on them is going to be incredibly difficult. So here we are, Scotties. A minute 5 left. It looks like they're taking their time. Third down and 3rd and 4.
Yeah,
so they've got
3rd and 4.
We're in no hurry. We're in no hurry right here. We'll take this game to halftime 6-6.
Absolutely. We knew this was going to be a literal dog fight. I guess dog-cat fight. I don't know. Maybe that's too much of a stretch trying to be funny. But, this is lived up to kind of what I was hoping expectation-wise.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to have some halftime festivities here.
Yeah. If you want to stay tuned.
Over in Wall, probably a big game going over there. I think Castlewood's over there tonight.
Yeah, Castlewood's and Wall. Other West River teams still in playoff contention. Hill City.
I don't know.
Hill City's hosting a game.
We'll try to get some scores at halftime.
Hill City might be playing away. I think they were a 5 seed, so I think they might be playing somewhere. But either way, we still have 57 seconds to go in this game's action. But if you want to stick around for halftime, there's going to be, I believe, semblance of presentation for cross country, and then also recognizing our Badlands Eagles Black Hills Youth Football League players and cheerleaders. The league is made up of Phillip, Kadoka, and Wall, and the kids, Mighty Mites, 1st and 2nd grade, are in the Super Bowl on Sunday. Junior Pee-wees, 3rd and 4th grade, are in the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Awesome.
And our Pee-wee team, 5th and 6th graders, are also in the Super Bowl on Sunday. That league's made up of the Hills, 14 teams, something like that. But, stay tuned for that. Here we go. 3rd and 4 for the Scotties. 57 seconds left to go. First half action.
Groper is going to hand to Gabriel around the left side. He's driving. They need a push. He's going to be close. I think he got it. Great job back there by the front line.
Yes.
First down.
Great job, Scotties, with that little extra push there.
So we needed that. We really needed that first down.
Clock stops for just a second to move chains, and here we go. 48 seconds and ticking.
The Tigers are content on letting this thing run to halftime.
Yeah, and the Scotties aren't in any hurry either.
Right here, we've still got a little bit of time here, but to hold Ipswich to 6 points, I'm telling you, is a win.
Absolutely.
That is a dynamite offense, and the Scotties, we've given up some plays, but they have played hard, extremely hard on defense. Tegan Groper is going to take that handoff through the middle.
Yeah, picks up a couple yards and they're
burn the half.
Yep, that's going to take us to halftime. All right, wait for the final gun here as the clock ticks down.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to have a second half football game.
All right, Brad, Terry. First half over, 6-6. Phillip Scotties, Ipswich Tigers. Stick around for a little halftime entertainment if you choose. If not, if you're like us, might need to get a little something warm to drink. Maybe put on a pair of gloves. But it's lived up to all expectations. Quarterfinal football. While we're waiting for the halftime festivities, maybe we can try to pull up a few scores here. Shout out to Dane Daly. He said, "Hey, I'm tuning in from Mitchell." Thanks, Dane.
Dane's our guy.
Yeah, Dane is a live ticket guy as well.
I think they're going to recognize the Ipswich Tiger girls as well. That's awesome.
In 11th place, they had Kaylin O'Ban. In 10th place, they had Madison Gilhouse. In 5th place, they had Jayla Stiles. And in 4th place, they had Bella Galbraith. The head coach is Todd Harrison. Phillip is a big running community, and we're just
Hey, congratulations to the Ipswich Tigers girls cross-country team, state champions, with a couple of those girls that traveled all the way from Ipswich to be here for the football game tonight.
I'm going to guess that is not their first cross-country state title. I couldn't tell you how many they have, but I'm going to guess they have a few cross-country state title girls. They got to have some hardware up there. They've had some tremendous teams for years now.
And now Travis Turkleson is congratulating the Philip Scotties boys state champion cross-country team.
Your 12th place runner, David McKinley. Your 7th place runner, Preston Burns. Your 3rd place runner, Baylor Burns. And your Class B runner-up, Jack Peterson. The Philip Scotties are coached by Ralph Crutch. 14th for this group of Scotties. This is the 5th state title for Ralph Crutch. Big congratulations to Ralph. He's made a hell of a lot for this program.
Yeah, big congratulations to the program. Coach Ralph Crutch, his 5th state championship, overall 4th in a row.
Badlands Eagles. Gotta find my notebook here.
All right, and Travis preps his notebook here, so.
Badlands Eagle football teams. We have a Mighty Mite team, a junior Pee-wee team, and a Pee-wee team. All 3 of those teams will be playing in the Super Bowl this weekend, representing Philip very well. The Mighty Mite teams consist of Burke Miller, Turner Kearns, Nixon Aber, Ryan Turkleson, Grant Brack, Dodson Ryan, Evan Doolittle, Billy Doolittle, Braden Buckles, and Brecken Buckles. That's your Mighty Mite boys. Your junior Pee-wee team, Grayson Kerstead, Langston Miller, Anchor Spry, and Gentry Went. And then your Pee-wee team, Emmett Giddings, Bryson Buckles, Tice Williams, Kai Nemec, Steele Johnson, Max Dalbing, and Trey Wendt. Heck of a year, boys. We're really proud of you. We also got the cheerleaders out on the field tonight. Myra Meyer, Taylor Kerstead, Claire Fitzgerald, Bria Buckles, Henley Giddings, Nora Breck, and Ramsey Miller. Big round of applause and a big congratulations to the Badlands Eagles. Take a look to your right, Badlands Eagles boys. That's where you're going to be in a few years. A lot of those boys played where you're playing. So congratulations. Keep up the good work.
All right, fans, again, cross-country teams recognized for both Ipswich girls, Philip Scotties boys, state champions, and then the Badlands Eagles represented by our local Philip kids that play in the program and cheerleaders that will be playing in a Super Bowl in Rapid City at School of Mines on Sunday. All right, we're going to take a halftime break. Stick around for third quarter action. Thanks for joining us. Philip Scotties Live.
Speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Contact Donna Enders, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent, today.
Check out Iverson Auto in Mitchell or Huron for great deals and top-notch service. Iverson Auto has it all, from the knowledgeable sales and finance teams to the experienced parts and service teams, plus the best detail shop in the region. Iverson Auto, 77 plus years in our community, locally owned and operated. We have always been here and always will be. Stop in for your next new or used ride, or use one of our professional services at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron, or browse our inventory online anytime at iversonauto.com.
Bottle and Vet Supply is a store like no other and has been located on Phillips Center Avenue since the 1960s. Bottle and Vet welcomes you to stop by the store to look around. Whether you're a regular customer or a new one, they probably have something you need. Bottle and Vet Supply provides livestock vaccines, veterinary supplies, tack, western wear, and boots. You'll find it all at Bottle and Vet.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods. Welcome to Bowie.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip really has it all. You'll find steel products, GE kitchen appliances, kitchen decor, houseware, clothing, bugs and muck boots, and Milwaukee tools too. And you can get just the right color palette with Valspar paint. Take a look at the Ashley furniture they have and test out the amazing Rest mattresses. They also offer appliance repair and delivery. See all that they have to offer at Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip.
When you visit a corporate pharmacy, you sometimes feel like a number waiting in line. At Dakota Country Pharmacy, we take pride in knowing our customers and take pride in the communities we serve. A difference you experience when walking through our doors. Doors that opened over 100 years ago, serving rural South Dakotans the best care possible. We exist to improve the quality of your life.
Phillip Building Center is your local full-service lumber yard, building materials, and hardware store ready to aid in all of your project needs. They offer steel buildings and custom sheds and encourage you to stop in for a quote or to learn more about their blow-in insulation trailer rentals, screen repairs, custom glass cutting, DeWalt and Stanley tools, PPG paints, stock tanks, electric fencing material, and plumbing supplies. They wish all area schools a successful and healthy sports season.
You often hear that there's no such thing as customer loyalty, that long-term partnerships don't exist, but we're living proof that it does. With some relationships spanning over 3 generations, and new ones on the horizon. First National Bank in Phillip, your partners in banking, member FDIC.
Phillip Pit Stop is a local family-owned C-store for fuel and snacks. Located 1 block from the school, Phillip Pit Stop is open until 10 p.m. Buses are welcome. Warm up with coffee, cappuccino, or hot cocoa. Enjoy $1 fountain drinks or coffee if you bring your own cup, or free with a 10-gallon fuel fill. There's easy walk-through to Subway for hot sandwiches, wraps, soups, and made fresh daily cookies. They look forward to serving you at Phillip Pit Stop and Subway.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
In Phillip, talk to State Farm agent Jan Hewitt.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Dreaming of a perfectly manicured property? Or maybe just making those weekend chores a whole lot easier? Grossenberg Implement has the answer. Right now you can get special low-rate financing on powerful and versatile John Deere compact utility tractors. Large or small, we've got them all. And they do it all too. From mowing to tilling to landscaping and hauling. Visit your local or go to grossenberg.com for low-rate financing on compact tractors.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
In today's economy, every dollar counts. To be certain you have the right insurance coverage at the right price, Bank West agents work with multiple companies to compare options on your behalf. Your Bank West agent can help you avoid paying too much while assuring you have adequate coverage for those times when you need it most. Contact your local Bank West agent for a free policy review. Insurance products are not deposits, are not FDIC insured, and may lose value.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. It's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing in that magic moment how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Crew Agency has been proudly serving and protecting the local farmer and rancher since 1984. They offer all your crop insurance needs, including multi-peril crop insurance, pasture, rangeland, and forage, livestock risk protection, and crop hail. Crew Agency is a proud supporter of our local schools, athletics, and communities, and would like to wish all the student athletes good luck in their events this week. Give them a call at 605-433-5411. Crew Agency is an equal opportunity provider.
Philip Motors, always willing to serve you with a winning combination of small-town friendly sales and service. And the latest vehicle and trucks from Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, and Chrysler. Your friends and neighbors across the West River Territory have come to depend on Philip Motors, family-owned for over 40 years, offering a relaxing, down-to-earth, comfortable car shopping experience. Search online at philipmotors.com or stop by and see their new and used inventory. Philip Motors proudly supports Philip Scotties activities.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth. Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
He's still here.
All right, we are live. Getting ready for third quarter action here. Philip Scotties, Ipswich Tigers tied up 6-6. Quarterfinals, playoffs. I think we're in for a real treat, Brad. What do you think?
I think so.
All right, Scotty is set to kick to start this third quarter. Tigers are going to get first possession.
Keep it away from number 3 is my advice. Tarek Haynes tees it up, and he's going to kick kind of a low line drive, a little mix up in the backfield. That is going to be 12. Is that 12?
Yes.
Knust on the return. So good return, good field position. bring it out to about the 36-yard line of the Tigers, where they'll have it 1st and 10 here in the second half. Yeah, so we went through a couple of scores. Hamlin Hill City is a 8-7 ball game. Wall on top of Castlewood, 27-0.
Right.
Kind of local games.
All right, Ipswich, 1st and 10.
Tigers come out in their shotgun formation, and they hand to Hedich. Good gain off 1st down.
Yeah, good hard run there.
5. So it'll be about 2nd and 5 for the Tigers.
Yeah, just solid inside run there for the Tigers. Scotties did a good job of keeping it contained on the inside. That's going to be the key to their success.
Keeping Hedich contained is going to be.
Yeah, they got to keep him ideally between the hashes, or between the hash and the sideline, one or the other.
Slosher gives 2.
Nice job by the Scotties.
I believe it was Gaditz. Was it 8? Yep. So Gaditz, I think he might have lost a little bit of yardage. So that'll bring up 3rd long.
Yeah,
call it 3rd and 7.
Yeah, 3rd and 7, 3rd and a long 6.
So Scotty's here. If we can get off the field on 3rd down, would be a great start to the second half for Phillip.
Yes, as they say in the business, this is the money down right here.
Slosher deep in the gun. And he's going to throw a quick hitch.
Oop.
And he made a number 12. Was that Knust?
Knust with the reception and the 1st down.
So just a quick hit ball. Good pass by Slosher out to Knust for a 1st down for the Tigers.
Yep, sorry about the camera work there. Got a little high on the throw. That's all right. 1st and 10.
Scotty's defensively up front. Harris and Finn and Stetson Jones have done a really good job on that front line. So the Tigers kind of like their we'll call it an 8-yard hitch. Looks like number 7 out there.
Yeah,
Jackson
good timing
Holt,
route, and
senior.
Schlosser puts it right on the money, and pick up a solid 8 yards on 1st down.
Seem to have maybe made a couple adjustments at half and said, hey, we'll come out and try to throw the ball a little bit here in the second half. And they have the wind at their back, so if they're going to do it here in the 3rd quarter, is a good time to start.
Yep, so Tigers get across the 50 into Scotty's territory here.
This is going to be a draw to Zagaditz.
Yeah, Scotty's do a good job of just clogging the middle up, and picked up maybe a yard, maybe half yard. Looking at 3rd and 3.
Well, that was Hedich. So Hedich through the middle. If a yard. So it's going to be, again, here we are, 3rd down. Got to get off the field. Got to find a way.
3rd down, Ipswich Tigers into Scotty's territory on the 46-yard line. 3rd quarter action.
Somebody in black needs to make a play here. Stop behind the line. So Ipswich will come into a double wing. Hedich in motion. They're going to counter. Stetson Jones around the backside makes a tremendous play.
Nice work by
Stetson Jones read it all the way.
Jones.
The double wing they tried to run. They brought Hedich in motion, handed off to Knust on the counter, and Stetson Jones drug him down from behind, and no gain, if not a little bit of a loss. So they're going to go for it here. It looks like it looks like they're in punt formation. Is that Slosher? That's their punter as well. Very, very good punter. I'm surprised here. I would have thought they might have gone for that. So Phillip Scotties, what a job here to come out. Again, bend but don't break. We've given up some plays. And then we come back and we stuff them for no gains or losses. And hey, we got the ball back.
Yeah, great start for the Scotties there.
Yep.
Coming out on defense. Now their first opportunity to play a little offense here.
Deep in our own end zone, but really, I just like I said before, with that high-powered offense, forcing them to punt, that is a win for the Scotties.
and really that's a weapon for the Tigers too. Schlosser is a very good punter and pinned the Scotties deep inside their own 15-yard line.
So Tegan Groper is going to come around the left side, and it looks like he made the first man miss. I couldn't tell who that was. Short gain, but it could have easily been stopped for a loss.
Yeah, that was going to be a 5-yard loss had he not either
one.
little hurdle or I'm not sure.
Jay Stiles back there, Jay Stiles back there, sophomore. He was kind of camped, broke down and ready. Tegan made a little bit of a move, but unfortunately it slowed us down a little bit. It got a little bit out of it. It didn't look good at the beginning, so we'll take 2 yards off of that.
That's right. 2nd and 8 for the Scotties on their own. Looks like it's right at the 15-yard line.
Tegan Groper's going to sleep well tonight. He's had to carry the ball quite a few more times than we're used to seeing. Latham Gabriel, little cross action, counter action through the middle. He's going to get about 5 yards. He'll bring up about 3rd and we'll call it 3rd and 4.
Yeah, 3rd and 4.
3rd manageable.
Yeah, getting to the 20-yard line.
So Scotty's going into the wind here. I would say the wind's kind of died down a little bit, but it's breezy. It's not enough to really, I wouldn't think, affect the passing game too much.
All right, let's see what the Scotties can do. First 3rd down in this 3rd quarter for the Scotties on offense.
Tegan Groper fakes to his brother Tice and keeps for, looks like, no gain. This is going to bring up 4th and 3. You think the Scotties probably going to have to punt here.
It does look like they're sending out Fugate.
Fugate and Tell Groper check in. Oakley Menzel and Tegan Groper check out. 27. Is that Beckham?
Yep, Beckham Turkleson.
Beckham Turkleson will check in.
All right, Scotties in punt formation.
That's going to be Hedich. Hedich goes deep for the Tigers. Fugate's going to want to get some air under this, and that's as good as it can be. Excellent, great job by Carson. Kept it kind of low, and it took a Scotty bounce, but it kept Hedich from fielding it.
Right.
The gunners were down there ready for him. So.
Good job. I won't quite call it a flip in the field, but did a really good job. Put it, a 70-yard line of the Tigers as they take over their 2nd offensive possession here in the 3rd quarter. 6:54 to go. 3rd quarter action. 6-6 ball game. And, I keep saying it, but this is living up to expectations.
Yeah. That's what you 2nd round playoffs, late October. We'll call it the Halloween spooktacular.
The Halloween, pre-Halloween spooktacular. Absolutely.
So Scotty's once again on defense. Tigers going to spread it out 3 wide. And they fake to Hedich, and he's going to go deep over the top. Just out throws. Looks like
had a step.
Yep, Gadid's. Tegan Groper was there. Gadid's had a step on him. The ball was just over his head. Slosher throws a nice ball.
Yes, he does.
That was a beautiful ball.
We kind of mentioned, as they were even just in pregame, it was like, just looks like a football player.
Yeah.
The optics are there.
195.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a good team here for a couple of years with him at the helm. So Tigers come out on 1st down. They try to go deep. They're going to do a quick hitter. Tegan Groper was ready for it that time. I think he still hauled it in. That looked like number 7. That was a great catch. Jackson Holt bobbled it for just a second. Tegan Groper was right in his hip pocket fighting for the ball. And, if they throw that again, watch Tegan Groper step in front, take it back the other way.
Yeah.
He's creeping up a little bit more. Also have to be ready for a stop and go when you creep up like that. But, I think if Tegan can read one of those, he may step in front and take it back the other way. So the Tigers are going to throw again, and that's outside. Hedich can't keep up to that one. Cole Finn and Ethan Harris and Stetson Jones applying a lot of pressure to Slosher on that one. That's going to leave 4th and long, and the Tigers are going to have to punt.
Yeah, looking for a punt. That's kind of something that you don't get to see a ton of, is where the punting game really comes into play in 9-man football.
Yeah, I would not have bet that we would have this many punts in this game tonight. So a good punt. That's going to be Tegan Groper. Fields it clean. He's going to come around the right side, and he's getting close on him. Tegan Groper's got a hole. He's got blockers out in front. Tegan Groper makes 1-man miss. They can get a block. Tegan Groper on the right side. I don't see a flag. Touchdown, Scotties!
Wow.
Tegan Groper. What a return by that young man.
Wow,
the crowd is going haywire.
That was
beautiful job blocked.
Beautiful play.
Tegan started left, came back around the right-hand side, and it was wide open, and his blockers turned upfield, and they didn't do a legal block in the back.
Yep, no
and he
block
just
in the back, no
made one
crackbacks.
kid miss, and
Absolutely.
hey, Scotties are on the touchdown. Philip Scotties.
Hey, you got to find points some way, and what an exciting way to find points there.
Yes, excellent return. Special teams, and that's going to be Tegan Groper gets around the left side, and he's going to get in.
And he does.
So Tegan Groper is taking over this ball game right now for a sophomore
quarterback. You know, both teams have sophomore quarterbacks, but Tegan Groper, wow, has stepped in and stepped up tonight.
You say, who wants the ball? And number 10 raised his hand and said, Coach, I'll take it. So the Scotties up 14-6. That was huge for them. Oh, there's our first headlights.
North end zone. I can't quite see. I can't see around the corner.
Probably Terry. No, Terry's here. So the Scotties, that was a beautiful punt. They were punting with the wind, so I think that ball got down there a little quicker than his coverage could get down.
Right.
The slosher boomed it.
Yeah.
Tegan Groper caught it on the fly and just come back around the right side. And what a response from the Philip Scotties.
Great
so
points,
on
Brad.
top, 14-6, 5:48 left here in the third quarter. Tara Canes will be kicking into the wind. Deep is going to be, I believe, Hedich. Hedich kind of back by himself. Knust and Gaditz, kind of the middlemen. Philip Scotties are ready to play. They are clicking on all cylinders right now. It's going to be a short kick, and I couldn't tell who brought it back. Looked like Knutz. Jay Knutz brings it back up to the 45-yard line. So the Tigers have had really good field position all night, starting field position. Scotties have just done a great job on defense. So you got to believe here is going to be a heavy dose of Hedich. I think they're going to have to try to get Hedich the ball in his hands and going. Passing game has been working. They've had a couple and they've missed a couple. They've kind of hit on some of the short passes, but look for Hedich on this drive. I think they're going to probably really try to get him going.
All right, Tigers take over, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line.
Hedich bumps into Slosher, and the Scotties are going to stop him in the backfield. Cole Finn. And the Scotties are absolutely just playing out of their minds right now. Cole Finn blew that up. Hedich ran into Slosher in the backfield, and that's going to be about a 10, 11-yard loss on first down.
Yeah, big play for the Scotties. Hey, I apologize. We're working on a little camera stuff. There's a little focus issue going on, so if you're seeing that at home, working on trying to fix it. I'm not sure what's going on, but Brad's keeping us in tune with the action here.
So the Tigers are just in a little bit of a state of shock at the moment. You can kind of see them talking to each other, what's going on, and they're just missing some little things here, that are there.
Right, and just like that play right there, he was open and just put it a little bit too out in front. A little frustration happening.
Yep.
And
you can see as the Tigers huddling up that Slosher's not thrilled at the moment. So they're going to have third and a mile. This is a big play. You do not let Hedich get loose. Excuse me. Slosher's going to drop back. They're going to throw a quick screen, and that's going to be Gaditz. Tell Groper's right there. 3-yard
play
gain
by the Scotties. Good play call. I mean, I love a good screen pass.
That was a great play call.
And but a great play by.
And that's going to leave 4th and 14. They're going to have to. Once again, the Tigers or Ipswich Tigers are going to have to punt. Tegan Groper is going to go deep and see what he can do. That one's going to go over his head, and a great punt by Slosher. That's going to go down to about the 5-yard line. So yes. Tegan Groper on that one would have liked to have tried to catch that. It just got over his head a little bit, but hey, once again, Scotties on defense, playing lights out at the moment.
Absolutely.
You can just feel the emotion in the young man in black tonight. So the Scotties are going to come out with 4:20 left here in the third quarter from about their own 5-yard line. And they're going to go around the right side. Here comes Latham Gabriel. Great gain by Latham Gabriel, brought down by 22 of the Tigers, which is Brody Davis, but not before he picks up about 9. So the momentum is absolutely on the Phillips sidelines at the moment.
Yes, you're exactly right.
They've been playing defense. They had the big kick, the big punt return. They came back and they stopped Ipswich and forced them to punt. So you can really feel the momentum for the guys in black at the moment. Latham Gabriel, again, around the left side. We've got a flag come in. It's going to probably be a hold.
Yeah, something on the inside there.
Yep, holding on Scotty. So right when you have a good play, got to stay out of those negative penalties. Looks like who's checking in there? 22 checks out. And 36. 36, I think. Matthew Severson checks into the ball game. So we'll go back to from second and about a yard to, we'll call it second and 8. Lane Martin will check into the ball game. He'll run the play in from the sideline for Coach Sudbeck. You can really hear the crowd getting into it, and yeah, there's a lot of excitement here on the sideline for the Scotties. These guys will come out. Gabriel will dot the I. They're going to go fake toss to the left. Tegan Groper gets around the left side. Hedich out there. They were ready for that play. Looked like Hedich and Tate Hoagie out there on the stop. That's going to bring up about 3rd and 5.
Yeah, about 3rd and 5 here. Clock continues to tick down. Under 3 minutes to go. Third quarter action here.
Scotties need a 6-yard play right here. Deep in their own territory, not where they want to punt. I think we're going to have a false start. So this drive is going backwards.
Yeah, definitely not what you want when you take a little momentum to have a few little mental miscues here.
So Fugate will check out. Weston Reedy's going to check in. Clock continues to run. 2:35 left here in the third quarter. Tegan Groper's going to spread them out 5 wide. And he's going to throw, and that is Jackson Rhodes wide open. First down. Great catch by Jackson Rhodes.
Great play.
Tegan Groper put it right on him and gave him a chance to run, and he's going to pick it up just right when you think the Scotties are in a hole. They find a way, man. That's all it's about. It's what it's about. Find a way.
That's right.
Somebody's got to make a play, and the Scotties have done that all night. Somebody, when they needed it, somebody stood up and made a play in black.
All right, Scotties back in action. First down.
Clock did stop out of bounds. This is going to be, I think that's Tice Groper. Tice through the middle on first down. He's going to have about, I think got a first down. Give him about a 13-yard gain for Tice Groper.
Great play on first down. And really, that's the biggest run that Tice had tonight.
Yeah, Tice has been a little bit quiet.
Do not count him out.
No. That's
do not count him out.
Take your eyes off of number 2 and see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be okay if they forgot about him for a little bit. Yep.
Yeah, so Tice's legs probably a little more fresher than they would normally be in any other game tonight. Latham is going to come around the right side. Another huge game.
Nice big run for the Scotties.
Scotty front line is just absolutely moving the line of scrimmage. Harris, Finn, Jones, Oakley, Menzel doing a fantastic job of moving that front line of the Ipswich Tigers back on their heels.
You know, football is a great emotional game, and just looking at body language, you can just see some differences starting to happen. Yep. It's still way too early to get too excited about anything, but there's a momentum shift that has happened.
And the longer you keep the ball out of, Slosher and Hedich's hands, the better off we are. If you can put some good drives together and burn some clock, that just the less possessions that you give Ipswich, the better.
Yep, Tice Groper with a solid run there for another Scotties first down as they march the ball down, looking at their own 42-yard line.
54, Hines checks into the ballgame on the defensive line.
And the clock ticks under 1 minute to go here in third quarter action.
Carson Fugate will check in. Scotties will spread them out to the left. Groper and Groper in the backfield. Or Gabriel and Groper. Oh, and a snap. Fumble. Tegan Groper is going to take it around the left side, but it might work out. He's getting a block out there from Carson Fugate. And there goes Tegan Groper, one man to beat. Tegan takes a fumbled snap
and turns it into a
30-yard gain.
Yeah, they were on their 42, and he gets it all the way down to the Ipswich Tigers. I think they spotted him at, the 28, 29-yard line. Wow.
Tegan
sometimes
came up a little
the breaks
slow.
Just kind of come your way.
Yeah. And those are sometimes those
broken play.
Broken play like that. The Tigers came after the ball to the backfield.
Right.
There was nobody around the left-hand side. And Tegan noticed that, and he took off. I think they're going to let it run down here, try to let Tegan catch his breath. I think he's okay. Kind of looked like he fell on the ball a little bit.
Right,
there.
maybe got the wind knocked out of him and a little limp to it.
Hey, here we go. Fourth quarter. What else do you want? What do you want, people? That's all we can do.
Hey, we're going to take a short break. I'm going to work on a little camera stuff here. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action. Philip Scotties Live.
Don't go anywhere.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth. Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
All right, folks, we're back live. Sorry if we're having a little bit of camera difficulties here. We're working on trying to get it fixed. Tegan Groper is going to go around the right side, and he is going to be stopped at the line. Looked like Hedich in there on the tackle, or Gadit, excuse me, on the tackle. And we're going to have to swap cameras here. We apologize, folks. Give us a couple minutes here. Okay. We'll stay live just like we're on the radio. Hey, these things happen. The cold weather kicks up, and we get all kinds of problems going. So Joel's going to swipe his camera out here, and we'll be right back with you. Scotties will come out in the wishbone. That is going to be Tice Groper on the left side. Things have tightened up a little bit. The Ipswich Tigers playing those linebackers a little closer to the line. That looked like 42, Tate Hoagie in on the stop. So it's going to bring up a third and long for the Scotties. We'll call it about 3rd and 8. Phillip inside the Tigers' territory, ball on about the 27-yard line of the Tigers. Gabriel will be in the backfield, Tegan Groper. And they're going to throw. Oh, Jackson Rhodes had his hands on it. Just couldn't reel it in. So it's going to bring up 4th down. This is going to be an interesting call here for Coach Sudbeck. I think he's going to go for it inside of the, on this side of the 30, excuse me. So it's going to be fourth and a long 8. We'll see what he's got for drawing up here. So Joel's working here on our camera with his cold hands. We're trying to get you back live. And we are back. Good work, Mr. Spry.
All right, we're back. You can call me handy, but don't call me handsome, or I don't know how that goes. I don't know. I'm not a tech whiz, but I'm happy I got that back in action.
Scotty's going to come out and throw. Tegan Groper's got a lot of pressure in his face, and he's scrambling around. just tries to get rid of it over to Jackson Rose, but he was under pressure by Styles and looked like Stetson Weigel in there harassing the quarterback. So Scotty's going to turn it over. And that was a good drive. It's not the end of the world. We'd like to put some points on the board there. But you know what? Leaves the Tigers back deep in their own territory. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Ipswich Tigers on about their own 27-yard line. 10:32 here. Tigers going to have to try to get the ball into Heditch's hands, I would imagine. Now they're going into the wind. Like we said before, it's a little blustery. It's going to make throwing into the wind a little bit tougher. Heditch will come across in motion, and a good tackle there by Tell Groper has been just an absolute missile on defense. Tell has made some incredibly good tackles on a very, very difficult running back to bring to the ground.
Absolutely.
That was a one-on-one tackle there to bring Heditch to the ground, which is not, I'm assuming, is not an easy thing to do.
No, we've seen what happens when you don't get body on him.
Yeah, he will take it to the house.
All right.
Slosher in the backfield, shotgun formation for the Tigers on 2nd down, and they will give, and that is a stuff. Ethan Harris, Stetson Jones, Gaditz took the handoff and was met right at the line. I think he might have lost a half a yard.
Yeah, and that's going to put Ipswich into 3rd and long here, 3rd and 7, 9:30 and ticking as the clock continues to move down, 4th quarter action.
So once again, big play on 3rd down. Get a stop here, and you're going to force the Tigers to punt with 9 minutes left in this ball game. So this will be a huge stop. They're going to go 4 wide receivers. Slosher in the back in the shotgun, and he is going to throw. No, he's going to. Oh, Scotty's had hands on him. Slosher takes off, and he's brought down. Tell Groper once again. Number 44 with a great tackle. Stops him short of the 1st down yardage. I thought he had it for sure. Slosher couldn't find anybody, so he took off with the ball, and he's going to come up short. He's going to be 3 yards short. So Ipswich has got its own decision to make here on their own 35-yard line.
I think they're going for it,
looks
Brad.
like they're going. I haven't seen anybody come out, so huge play for the Phillips Scotties right here. And they're going to call a timeout and talk it over.
Absolutely,
that's a tough decision. You don't get it. You turn it back over to the Scotties on your own 35-yard line, but punting into the wind, it's a tough call.
And it's kind of that. Well, it's that. There's still plenty of time left. 8:35 to go. But you don't want to hand kind of the momentum situation just kind of over. But you know what? From what we've seen of Schlosser's ability to punt, he is a fantastic punter as he is a quarterback. And really, right before that last play, I almost made mention, the thing we haven't seen tonight is Schlosser running the football.
Right. Yeah, that was the first time.
Right.
And he's a big kid.
I've been expecting
I'm surprised that they haven't done that.
Well, and even in that kind of situation where it's kind of a passing down scenario where he gets everybody to go down and
run.
take off. No, that was not a designed run.
He just couldn't find anybody.
It was just a good decision and credit
the
Groper.
The Scotties have really, other than 2 big runs by Heditch, they've really bottled up the run game.
Yeah, do not count them out by any means.
They bottled it up. So Tigers are going to come out, and they are going to be in the eye. They may do a hard count. Slosher, I don't think he got it. I think he's short.
I think he's
quarterback
short,
sneak.
He had to get to like the 40.
You're going to hear the crowd erupt here if it's short. It looks to me like he's short. No. Let's see what happens. They may have to call it out and measure.
Yeah,
and we're going to have a measurement.
So
huge measurement.
It looks from here, the stick is right at the 42.
It's going to be close.
And I guess I don't really know why they're measuring. It's at the 42. They've got it spotted at the 41, but I guess we'll see. We'll see if those lines were straight.
You'll hear the crowd here in just a second which way it goes. Either the west side crowd will go haywire or the east side crowd.
He's short. He's short.
First down.
Scotties take over.
With 8:30 left. Like you said, that was a gamble. That was a real gamble. But Ipswich coach might think, hey, we're we're not going to get the ball. You're only going to get how many possessions?
Right.
2-3 possessions.
So, and we've seen it, and Ipswich is so capable to score so quickly that, yes, a gamble, but definitely not a deal breaker.
No,
really, what the Scotties have to do here is they got to put points on the board.
Yeah, and over the last couple of weeks, the Scotties gave up a lot of points. So to see the defense come out and hold Ipswich Tigers to 6 points, I can't say enough. You just cannot say enough about the defensive effort for the Scotties tonight. Tegan Groper's going to give to Latham Gabriel, and he's going to be stopped at the line. And we've got looks like a flag in the backfield. We're going to have a hold on the Scotties. Yeah. So right off the bat,
kind of the one thing that you don't really want in that situation.
Going backwards.
Is to get behind the chains when you're on the positive side of the field in the Tiger
territory.
Just
got such a momentum.
Right.
The momentum was just handed to you right there. But
and that play kind of got bottled up, and kind of one of those situations where kids are trying to continue to push and block, but that play wasn't going anywhere because of the Tigers' defense.
And unfortunately, you were going to be stopped anyway. But.
All right, well, let's see how the Scotties respond here, taking over 1st and 20, still inside Tiger territory.
These guys will come out in the wishbone. Groper's going to throw, and he has Jackson Rhodes run down the field. Hedich was right in his hip pocket, just a little bit over his head. But you know what? I like the gamble. I like that Coach Sudbeck is not not afraid to throw the ball tonight. And why would you be? Tegan Groper's just a game of his life. Kid is just on fire. Put the ball in his hands and see what happens.
Yeah, and the Tigers did a good job of getting some pressure on Groper well there, there, too.
So is that second or third?
Second down.
Second down.
Yep.
So we've got second and a country mile, south side of the 50. Scotty's going to spread them out once again and go 4 wide. And the good thing about spreading that out, that gets Hedich and Gaditz kind of outside. They're going to run a toss. Gaditz. Tice Groper puts a stiff arm on him. We've got a flag. Tice Groper's going to go down the left side for a huge gain, but I don't know what the flag is for. We got 2 flags. Don't know if we've either got holding on the Scotties or we've got a personal foul on Ipswich. We'll have to let the refs sort that out. That's what they get paid for.
That's right.
So Tice Groper took that. Gaditz was in the backfield, and Tice put a stiff arm on him, put him onto the ground. I don't know if maybe Tice got his hand up in the face mask. Not sure what's going on here. That was a huge gain. 2 fouls. Oh, bummer. So
offsetting face masks.
Yeah. I thought maybe Tice got that stiff arm a little bit high on Gaditz's face
and
mask.
maybe got hooked a little bit versus just.
And a lot of times the running back will get away with that.
Right.
But that one did look a little bit more than normal. But you know what? We kind of got bailed out on the tail end of it. We got a face mask call ourselves, so we'll redo second down.
That's right. So second and a country mile.
Yep. And with the speed of the Ipswich Tigers, I think they just got up the field and Tice got outside on that one because usually they would run that down, but they came up the field hard, kind of blitzed through, and Tice get bounced out outside.
Yeah, and Tice has got great speed too, especially once he gets out into open space.
Yep.
He rarely gets caught.
Yep. Tegan's going Groper. They're going to spread the Tigers out. The Tigers are going to send the blitz right through the middle. Tegan's going to go around the left side, and he's going to wing it down to his brother. Oh!
In and out of his hands.
Tegan gave it all he had, put some air under it. Tice got his hands on it. Would have been a tough catch, but I can't tell who that was that broke that up. Is that number?
I think that was Canoes. Number 12, maybe.
Can't tell. One of the Ipswich Tigers was right with Tice down the field. Had a chance. Is that number 1?
That's number 7.
Number 7. Jackson Holt made a nice play for the Tigers down there.
Yes, he did. Stayed with it. Kind of not a broken play, but Groper was able to kind of get outside the pocket and heaved it down the field. So they're looking at a 3rd and 20 here. Looking to at least get some positive yardage and see what they want to do.
So Tigers are kind of defensive lines getting through there pretty quick.
Wide open!
Oh, Tegan just tossed it up and busted coverage on the Tigers. Jackson Rhodes was running down the field by himself.
Right.
And that's usually what happens when you're uncovered. Jackson was right there. Tegan just put a little too much air underneath it.
Right.
Hedditch was going to get him, I think, but it was going to be a 30-yard gain. But, hey, put that play in your hip pocket.
That's right.
Come back to it on the next possession.
Yeah, it's all about next play at this point. So let's see if the Scotties can, Fugate can pin them deep.
So it's 7:34. We know you do not want to kick it to number 3 if possible. And that is a good kick. Beautifully done. I think he stayed out of the end zone. No, shoot. Or did we? Oh, I think we did.
Yes.
I think that was Beckham Turkelson. I couldn't tell if he slid in. Great job, young man. So Beckham fielded that punt. Is that at the 1 yard line? Maybe the 2?
Yeah, that's
2 yard line?
Yeah, that might be on the 1 yard line.
So you can't have worse field position if you are the Tigers. So Scotties are just, we're making some really good plays when we need them. Even on that, even though we had to punt there, we had some huge plays. They just didn't work out in our favor on that possession.
A couple penalties that kind of hampered them a little bit. But 7:24 to go, fourth quarter action here. Scotties 14, Ipswich Tigers 6. Tigers take over on their own 1 yard line.
So they're going to go under center here with Slosher. And he fumbled the ball. I think he got it back. Looks like he got it back, but boy, they didn't go anywhere. So a fumbled exchange by quarterback and center, and that's going to put the Tigers with no gain. So that's going to be 2nd and long.
Yeah.
Scotties are just flying around on defense, man. Holy cow.
Yeah, this is the point. They just got to contain. This is that kind of moment in time where they just cannot let the Tigers get to the outside.
Do not let Hedditch loose. And Gadid's could beat you too, but number 3, boy, you gotta.
I'm gonna call a Schlosser run right here.
3. And we get a false start, which isn't really gonna hurt the Tigers.
Yeah, half the distance at that point.
Move them back about a half a yard. We need one of our big defensive linemen to bust through and get us a safety right here.
All right, 6:40 and counting to go in the ball game. Tigers pinned deep inside their 1 yard line.
Scotty's on top, 14-8. 6:28 left here in the fourth quarter. Ipswich Tigers, they got to do something on this drive. They might not get the ball back again. Oh, and that pass is broken up. Was that Tell Groper again? Or Carson? Yeah, I think that was Tell Groper. Tell Groper having the night of his life tonight.
So
just a sophomore.
Yes.
A lot of sophomores out there for the Scotties playing tonight.
All right, Tigers, 3rd and 10.
That'll stop the clock.
Inside their 1.
Yeah, the Tigers are in trouble. They need, if they don't get out of there, that's a tough spot to punt from, back in your own end zone. Slosher's going to they're going to run a screen, and that's read by Latham Gabriel. Oh, he couldn't break down, except a good tackle. So Latham read it. I think that was Gaditz, and that's going to be 4th and, yeah. So, Latham Gabriel really blew that play up. Didn't quite make the tackle, but he held him up enough for his teammates to come in and finish it off. So with 5:55 left, the Tigers are going to punt. They about have to. You can't go for it 4th on your own 10-yard line. So that punt is low line drive. Scotty's going to stay away from it. We're still going to be south side of the 50. We're going to be on about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's still a good punt. I mean, that's a 45-yard punt for Schlosser, but the Scotties take over.
So with the lead right now, if you're in black, you're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, you can kind of feel.
You got the momentum. You've got, drive these guys off the ball. And let's get a couple of first downs and get out of here.
That's right. 5:39 to go, fourth quarter. Philip Scotties 14, Ipswich Tigers 6.
So Scotties need to play clean here with 5:39 left. Stay out of the penalties. That's going to be, that's a horse collar. A non-called horse collar on Latham Gabriel. Latham's down. Looks like he's okay, but I think they got away with one there.
Yeah, he definitely got pulled over backwards, and that's really the premise behind why they don't have the horse collar, because Latham Gabriel unfortunately is down.
I think that bent him over backwards.
It did. All right, stopping the clock with 5:06 to go. Coaches come out to take a look. We're going to take a short break as they check out Latham Gabriel, and we'll be right back with live action here in just a minute.
The Retro in Phillip is a proud supporter of the Phillip Scotties, offering fresh, homemade pizza and pitas made to order, with basic pizzas including specialty pizzas like taco, chicken garlic, bacon mac and cheese, breakfast and fruit. Plus they have gluten-free options with 16 different pitas to choose from, plus sandwiches, fried food, appetizers, soups and salads, and novelty and hard ice cream. Dine in or carry out from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. That's the Retro in Phillip.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth. Be sure to check out their website.
All right, we are back. Fourth quarter action. Latham Gabriel did come off the field under his own power. He's working on walking it off here. Scotty's 2nd and 10. Hopefully Latham is okay.
Latham's a tough kid. You can see him already eyeing to try to get back into the ball game. He's in Coach Sudbeck's hip pocket saying, "I'm ready, Coach. I'm okay." Tegan Groper is going to come around the left side. And they did not read that. Oh, and we're going to have a hold.
Blocking in the back. I think that's out front. Unfortunately, not necessary
either. Darn it. So the Scotties, the last couple of drives have kind of been their own worst enemy here. We've had some plays. Unfortunately, I think that one's going to come back. Looked like a wide receiver. Got a little bit of a jersey there. Which is going to negate a great run by Tegan.
Yeah, once again, Tegan Groper finding a way to make some magic happen.
So you can hear the crowd displeased, but that was absolutely a hold.
Right.
Joel and I, we can see that coming. We've got a good vantage.
Yeah, I was saying blocking in the butt, but yeah, hold. We could see it right out in front of us.
Referees, umpire, they do. The refs do a great job.
Absolutely, they do.
We think they miss something here and there, but for the most part, when they throw them, Joel and I can see them, and it normally is. So Latham Gabriel is going to check back into the game here. So the Scotties, it was a penalty, but it's not the worst thing in the world. We still got a 6-yard gain out of it. So we'll go 2nd and 6. Clock's running, 4:22. That's the most important thing. Coach Sudbeck calls timeout with 4:20 left here in the fourth quarter. He's going to the biggest thing there is that Latham's back in the ball game. So
Absolutely.
That's the old are you hurt or are you injured?
That's right. Hey, once again, the
What's
program.
that mean, Coach? Well, if you're hurt, you can play. If you're injured, you can't. So Latham, tough kid. We knew he'd be back in the ball game.
Absolutely back in the game. I've said absolutely a lot tonight, so sorry about that. Our daughters will remind us of it.
Yeah, I think I say tremendous and excellent a lot, but
all right, quick check on this timeout of scores.
Get what you pay for, right?
That's right. Hey, other 9A action. Platte Geddes up 20-8 against Alcester Hudson. Walls up 41-0 against Castlewood, and Howard is up 28-13 against Warner.
Ooh,
this game right here, Phillip Scotties 14, Ipswich Tigers 6, 4:20 to go in the ball game.
And Ipswich only has 2 timeouts left, so Scotties can put together 2 first downs. They can close this ball game out. Stay inbounds. No incomplete passes, but Ipswich is going to come downhill. They're going to blitz the holes. Tegan Groper exposed the blitz. They blitz through the long hole, and that's a first down for Tegan Groper.
That's right. There's that first down that you were talking about, Brad.
So, again, we can't say enough about the job that the front line for the Scotties. We call the Groper boys a lot. We call Latham Gabriel a lot. Jackson Rhodes, Cole Finn, Oakley Menzel, Ethan Harris, Stetson Jones. Those boys have done a tremendous job tonight. There you go, tremendous again. Done an excellent job controlling the front line of the Ipswich Tigers tonight.
You are exactly right,
Well
sir.
done, boys. So here comes the Scotties. That's going to be Tice Groper on the right side, and we've got a flag. So again, we've got another flag, which indicates holding usually when it comes from the head referee in the back. It is going to be another hold on the Scotties. So Tegan gained about 4 maybe, but depends on where the hold was. They're going to bring it back. Scotties once again going to play behind the chains. You know, and you get after it. You know, you hate to see these, but the Ipswich Tigers are so fast.
Right.
Those kids are so fast that sometimes when those linemen and wide receivers get out in front, you don't expect them to get away from you so fast. So, you know, the holding calls, it's hard to swallow, but we understand why it happens.
That's right. All right, looks like another timeout. I think Ipswich called the timeout there. 3:41 to go, fourth quarter. Yeah, this has been a ball game, Brad.
Yep.
This has been a ball game.
Yeah, Tegan Groper kind of took that third quarter over on his own. Not on his own, but he really inserted himself in the third quarter there and, you know, gained a lot of yards. How many yards do we have for Tegan tonight, Terry? What are you doing back there? I never know what he's doing back there. Dang it. Our statistician has no stats. Sorry, folks. Oh, we love you, Terry. Terry's running the camera or the computer for us back here.
Yes, and does a fine
We always
fine
have to
job.
crack on him just a little bit. Terry got us a hot dog at halftime, so
yeah, it was
he's
delightful.
keeping the divas from, you know, keeping us divas in check.
All right. After the timeout, Scotties 1st and 20 inside Tiger territory.
Tice Groper will dot the I. They're going to go toss left. Gabriel out in front. And a nice tackle there by, looks like 12. Knust in on the tackle. So
Yes.
not much on that gain. Or
Yeah,
on that.
yeah. Tice
Clock's
Groper.
running.
Tice Groper goes over the left side, stays in bounds. 3:20 and counting to go in the ball game. Scotty's looking at a second and a long, probably 18,
Like,
20, somewhere in that ballpark.
54 Hines is going to check in. Tate Hoagie moves out to the end. So the Tigers are going to go a 4-man, 5-man line. And Scotties are in clock burning mode at the moment. They're going to go, and we're going to have a false start. So the Scotties going backwards here. So, you know, where we said in the first quarter, Ipswich had all kind of those killer penalties that kept the drives going. And
right.
Here in the fourth quarter, you know, I don't know if it's maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in, something like that, but Phillip has just had some tough penalties here in the fourth quarter. Which we would kind of say have kept Ipswich in it.
Right.
At first we thought Ipswich was kind of keeping us in it, and we're kind of returning the favor here. So this is going to be Tice Groper, and he's going to go through the middle, and a good tackle there by Stiles and Hines, and 24.
Yep. Timeout.
Weigel in on the tackle.
Yeah, so timeout Tigers, I believe that's their last timeout.
I think so, yep.
Of this half.
Phillips still has 2 remaining.
Yeah, they stopped the clock with 2:24 to go in the ball game. And kind of a must do. You know, they've got Scotties third and very, very long, you know, possibly 4-down territory, or do you pin them deep and make them drive the field with a short clock?
I think you have to pin them deep. You run the risk of Hedich getting his hands on the ball as a punt returner. But, you know, from there, Carson Fugate's done a tremendous job punting. I think he can kind of angle one towards the sidelines. And, you know, even if you punt it into the end zone, what do they bring it out to the 20-yard
line?
So
yeah, it's something like that.
I would not give the Tigers any less field position than you absolutely can.
Yep, it's a good point.
You know, high flying offense, but for that high flying offense to only have 6 points on the board, I'm very, very surprised.
Yeah, you take your chances there. You can burn some more clock here, but ultimately, yeah, let's see if the Scotties can do.
You know, and if you're Coach Sedbeck, do you really want to throw it here and stop the clock?
I don't like throwing it here.
Yeah. I think no matter what, you keep the ball on the ground. Again, we are not correct, which is no surprise. Tegan Groper is going to roll around the right side. Tigers are ready there. Look like Hines and Gaditz in on the stop. Stiles. So they did a nice job. Tigers had to have it, and they answered the call. And looks like the Scotties are going to punt. It's going to be under 2 minutes here, so 2 minutes, and we'll see where this ball ends up. But no timeouts. That's tough.
Well, I guess, does the clock stop if you take a delay of game here? I don't know. I guess I'm just strategizing.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So it looks like Knuts and I believe that's Hedich deep.
It does look like they're going to take a delay game.
So you're in minute 30. Scotties are going to punt. You're kind of in the having to throw the ball, and they've been close a couple of times. They can. They've just missed.
Yeah, I don't.
Missed some very, very.
By no means do I count out the Tigers
Absolutely not.
and their ability to make a play late in the game here. But right now,
you feel pretty good with the 8-point lead. You're not going to get beat right here, which is nice that it's not a 6-point lead or a 3-point lead. So that 8-point lead makes you feel a little bit better. And the Scotties will come out on defense. Coach Sedbeck knows that they're probably going to play a little bit off the ball, kind of keep Tegan Groper deep, I would imagine, just in case something gets by. But the Tigers haven't hit on their passing game per se tonight, but it's been very, very close.
Yep, so we've got 1:30 to go in the ball game. Scotty's 4th down. They call a timeout here to talk it over. They were in punt formation. They're going to punt the ball, hoping to pin the Tigers deep. The Tigers are going to put a couple speedsters back there and hope to make a big play. So it's cat and mouse game at this point and, the fun part of football.
Yep.
Yeah, if you haven't liked this football game, then I don't think you like football.
No. And you look on the sidelines, and the Scotties have had to play a lot of young players tonight. Sophomore class, that we've got starters out. Christopher Lur's out, really tough on Phillip. But the young guys have stepped up tonight, and huge. Here we go. This could be the ball. This last possession for the Tigers, more than likely. Need a clean snap, which we have, and a good punt. That's going to take a little bit of a roll out of bounds. Hey, we'll take that. You know what?
Yeah.
We didn't want Hedich to get his hands on the ball, which he didn't. So, hey, here you go. We got 80 yards.
80 yards.
No timeouts.
Yeah, 80 yards.
Clock will only stop on first downs and out of bounds.
That's
or
right.
Penalties.
Tigers are out of timeouts here, and I think Scotty's got maybe one left. I don't think they're going to need
two.
Two
Phillip has
timeouts.
two.
Okay.
Which
All
is
right.
good to have in your back pocket, just in case you want to take a timeout, get a breather for your guys or something. But
here we go. Season on the line for both ball clubs here. Quarterfinal action. 1:23 to go. Ipswich takes over 1st and 10 from their own 20.
I find number 3 and I double him. Yep, and Coach Sedbeck is saying double Hedich. So a short little pass, and the Scotties are going to give that up all night. It was incomplete, but hey, if you want to throw a 5-yard curl, we'll let you do that all night.
Yeah, it looked like to me that the Tigers had kind of two guys in the same area, and I think it was intended for the short guy, and it almost was completed.
But you
to the
can see
longer
that
guy.
Wherever Hedich goes, he's going to be doubled here, I think. Yep, Tegan Groper's going to play over top of Hedich the rest of the way here. The Slosher looks to the left, and what a catch.
Wow,
Gadeetz
great
got
catch.
popped by Tegan Groper at about the 45-yard line, but that was a beautiful ball. And he got hit. Tegan popped him, but clock's going to continue to run, minute 8, and they're going to spike it. So they're going to stop the clock. So Slosher hit Gadeetz on
about a 23-yard gain.
Yep.
All right, 1:05 to go.
So
2nd down for the Tigers.
Tegan Groper kind of playing deep middle there, but he is sticking to Hedich's side to play over top of him. So Slosher's going to go 4 wide, and they're going to get it out quick. And that's going to be Hedich, and that is Tice Groper. Nice tackle. He's going to cross the 50, but it's not enough for a first down.
Yep, kept him in bounds. 3rd down and about 2 for the Tigers. Big time hurry up here as the clock ticks down under 40 seconds or close to 40 seconds here to go.
And you can tell the Tigers, I didn't really notice it, but they've got some wrist coaches. Oh, and that's a big hit by Cole Finn, but that's caught by number 7. And that's
Holt.
Holt. So Holt with the catch takes it to about the 35-yard line.
And gets out of bounds.
Yeah. So Slosher gets a play from the sideline. I didn't notice that the Ipswich Tigers have the wrist coaches on their arms, so they can call some plays quick. All the kids have that play call on their arm.
Yep, 36 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the Scotties 35-yard line.
Boy, you can feel it here, folks. What an exciting ball game we've got. So Slosher deep. And that's going to be Ethan Harris. Wraps him up. Sack. Philip Scotty, Stetson Jones, Ethan Harris come up and drop Slosher in the backfield. And that's going to be 2nd and long. And they're going to have to snap it in a hurry with only 17 seconds left. This is going to be about the last play of the game. And that's wrapped up by Carson Burns.
Yep, clock ticks under 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Slosher downs it with 1 second left.
1 second left.
So you only have a Hail Mary.
A Hail Mary.
What an exciting finish to this, folks.
Well, here it comes.
The crowd, you can just feel the energy coming up here. You play deep. All you have to do is stop a touchdown. That's it. You can give up something small, but you just need to stop a deep ball.
Nothing deep here.
And that play clock is running on the Tigers. 1 second. Down to one play here in the second round. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Scotty's on top, 14-6. And the Scotties are playing a prevent defense. Slosher's going to go back, and he's going to chuck it deep. And that's
headed. Bounds. Oh, they
they gave him a flag. Ball game is not over, folks. They're going to call pass interference.
That ball was uncatchable out of bounds.
But in high school, that's only, is it a 15-yarder?
Yeah.
So we're not done yet. That's a tough call. Hedich running down the sideline. And Hedich is a little gimpy. I think he not running at full speed, but regardless, I think it's still going to be. No, it's going to be first, and this is going to get interesting. So it is a first down from. What are we on? 24-yard line. So Slosher's he's got plenty of arm to get that into the end zone. So this isn't a Hail Mary. He can still get some torque on the ball. Oh, and there's a false start. So no matter what, we've got a false start. We just got to break it up. And the Scotties break it up, and that should be the ball game. They're going to decline.
Scotties win.
Ball game. Congratulations to the Philip Scotties moving on.
Wow, what a ball game. What a ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Scotties win 14-6. And they will head on to the semifinals.
They will, and what a battle. Hey, Ipswich Tigers coming all the way across the state, played a heck of a ball game tonight.
Great football team.
They've got some young kids on that team. They've got a great, bright future ahead of them. Hats off to the Ipswich Tigers tonight. But how about them Scotties?
Yeah. Can't say enough.
How about them Scotties? They came into this game.
I would have never bet that we would have held Ipswich to 6 points.
And we talked a little bit about, before the game, the defense at times has had some moments.
Yeah, they have.
Some moments. And tonight they really showed up and showed out and played the best defensive game they played all season at the paramount time that they had to play that game.
And you can see the disappointment in Ipswich. They've got some tremendous football players over there. Let me lay something on you that a buddy of mine told me once. Football, when it's over, the reason that your brothers and your dads and your uncles all remember their last football games, because only 7% of high school kids ever move on to college.
That's right.
So for most of those guys on the field, they will never play the sport again. There's a lot of sports you can run after high school. You can play baseball, you can play softball, you can play pickup basketball, but for most young men, the night that their senior year ends is the last time that they'll ever put on pads. That's why it's always so special to us. That's why we can remember those football games. So.
Yeah, very, very well said. Hey, congratulations to the Ipswich Tigers on a fantastic season. Yep. Congratulations to those seniors. And, we wish those guys well into their future, and to the underclassmen on that team. They've got a very, very bright future ahead of them.
Hey, you know what? We've got a juggernaut next week, but guess what, man? We're coming to play.
That's right.
We're gonna have to go over to Wall. Wall's a good, excellent football team. We played them in the beginning of the year, but hey, this is a different team than we started with, so don't count out the guys in black.
You are exactly correct, Brad. I'm just going to try to check scores here. It looks like Alcester Hudson's up 24-20 against Platte Geddes. 2 minutes to go left in the fourth quarter. Wall's up 41-0. It says that there's a minute left in the third quarter. I'm not sure that's been updated. And Howard's up 28-21. 2 minutes to go left in the fourth quarter. So we got a ball game. It looks like Warner has the ball in that game in other 9A action. As far as 9AA, another West River team, looks like Hill City Hamlin's up 40-7 in the third quarter there. All right, folks. Thank you very, very much. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our fans that are here to join us.
What a fun night.
Fun night. Great season of broadcasting. We wouldn't be able to do this without the help. Terry Henry, yes. Brad Heltzel, Joel Spry. It's been our pleasure to be here hosting Philip Scotties Live. There's another game next week, Scotties fans.
Let's pack
it over in Wall.
Over to Wall.
Yeah, let's go to Wall and let's go play football. We played the first game of the season. Lots changed for both of us.
Absolutely.
Semifinal action next week. Thank you all so much for joining us. We're going to go ahead and sign out. Philip Scotties Live. Have a great night.
4E Foods, your locally owned, full-service grocery store in Philip, South Dakota. We have everything you need, including roasted chicken and a full deli with homemade soups and salads. Choose from our nice selection of fresh-cut steaks and meats, plus a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, and so much more. We are open 7 days a week and are conveniently located at 101 East Pine Street. Feel free to give us a call at 605-859-2727. 4E Foods, proud supporters of the Philip Scotties.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Nothing like kitchen conversation. Steam coming up off the stove. Photographs down the staircase showing our stories unfold. Home, I need a little taste of home.
Philip Health Services proudly supports youth activities